All right, guys, welcome back to the Unfilterd Podcast, man. We have an amazing panel tonight. It's going to be a great show. Let's get it.
Oh, no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.
Yo, baby. How y'all doing on this beautiful Wednesday night? Tonight, we're joined with 8 amazing guests. But before we get into the show, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified every time we go live, guys. Make sure you join the locals. In the locals, you get all the juicy drama that I know y'all want to see. That means cups being thrown, punches being thrown, the P-stars fighting, the OnlyFans girls fighting, strippers fighting. That's all in the locals, so make sure you join the locals. Also, guys, the 5K subscriber party, I wanted to say thank you for letting us hit 5K, guys. Thank you, guys. That will be this Saturday. So if you do want to be part of that, make sure you hit us up tonight. You could hit Eric up, me up, or Josh up, and we will make sure you're on that list. We're creating the list tomorrow. Also, guys, make sure you become a YouTube member. To do that, you have to go on desktop, go to our channel, click join. There's 6 tiers. The top tier give you the best perks possible. That means top percentages off merch, Instagram chats for members only, and our personal number do business with us, guys. Also, the Unfiltered Army chat that was on Instagram, we moved that over to Discord. We did that so you could be more interactive with us. That means you could drop us topic suggestions, videos to react to. Also, you can give us different sounds on the stream deck like that. So make sure you go to the description, click the Discord link, and I'll see you there.
All right, guys. Shout out to me, first of all, for dropping my pen. Shout out to the chat, too, man. We see you guys already in here. We appreciate you guys so much, man. Actually have a very important announcement that we're going to announce to you guys in the Unfiltered members chat. So if you guys are in there, just keep that in mind. We're going to have a very special announcement for you guys. Also, man, we really look forward to celebrating with you guys this weekend. 5K subscribers and 6 months and counting. That's actually a pretty big feat, man. You know, and when I sit here and I actually think about the fact that we've come this far, it's pretty humbling, to be honest. Also, we wouldn't be here without you guys. So I just want to say thank you guys to everybody that continues to come to the panels, everybody that has subscribed. We really wouldn't be anything without you guys. So we appreciate that so much. If you're coming with us this weekend to celebrate, man, it's going to be a great time. Okay. If you guys want to support us by buying merch, go to the unfilteredpodcast.shop. Okay. You can buy the merch on there. Guys, I want to give a special shout out to my boy Dom. Okay. He's been working super hard on the Clips channel, and that Clips channel keeps on growing. If you guys don't want to watch the full 2 hours of this video, you guys can go on there, subscribe, and you'll watch the 10 to 15 minutes. I think it's 5 to 10 minute videos that he does on there. Let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor real quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Shout out to our sponsor, Dr. Kish. He's a board-certified family medicine physician. If you sign up to be a member of our YouTube channel, you can message him for quick and reliable medical advice. All his links are in the description, guys.
Okay, shout out to my boy, Dr. Kish, man. As always, we appreciate it.
He actually just sent a super chat in.
Okay, cool. We'll read that in a second. Shout out to you, Dr. Kish. Real quick, too, man. If you guys want to gift memberships, that is an option now that you do have. If you want to receive free memberships, you just have to go to your settings and turn that on, okay? As you guys may very well know, we get demonetized pretty much every video here. So any donations that you guys give goes straight back into the podcast, and we appreciate that so much. Any donations over $10 will be read out loud by us. Anything funny or any good questions, any good comments will be put on the screen by Josh. And anything over 50 and up, man, for sure, me and Basil will go ahead and read that out loud too, okay? If you guys want to be on the podcast, you can go ahead and DM basically any of us, okay? All of our links are going to be in the description on the video. And with that being said, man, I think that's pretty much all the announcements.
Let's get the show started. We're going to start off with introducing the ladies. We're going to start with you, Chantel. Can I get your name, age, and what you do for a living?
Hi, I'm Chantel. I'm 20. I'm a Starbucks manager and a part-time makeup artist.
Chantel, 20. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it. What about you? Go ahead.
Hi, guys. My name is Lovely Hollywood. I am 28, and I am an artist, a musician, a rapper.
Okay.
You know what? I haven't heard a freestyle from you for a while, so let's run one real quick.
I just told my voice is sore, guys.
That was a great cop out.
It's okay. Shout out to you for
Oh,
coming.
honey.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Okay, what about you? Can you speak into the mic, please, so we can hear you?
Hey guys, I'm Helen. I'm 22. I'm a digital designer and advertiser.
Okay, 22. Digital designer.
And advertiser.
What does that mean?
I make content. I make books. I also promote people's products. Whatever you want it, you name it. I price it. I promote it.
Wow. Okay, cool. Shout out to you. Appreciate you coming. All right, let's start with the gentleman this time. Let's start off with him right here, and then
All
we'll
right,
go
let's do
around.
it.
Okay, who are you? What do you do for a living, and how old are you?
My name is Isaac. I'm 22 and I'm a bartender and I do sales.
22. You're a bartender?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, where?
I pick theaters in North Miami.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Which one makes you more money, the bartending or the sales?
Probably say sales. Sales.
Sales?
Yeah.
Really? You don't make money as a bartender?
I mean, it's like the bar is kind of slow right now. So, I mean, it's a great place to work, but I'm low-key looking for something a little bit more busy. So,
Okay.
And they probably go into the girls first anyways,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's true. Pretty privileged gets the money first. Okay. What about you, brother? What's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
I'm Quan with the Magic Wand. I'm an artist, musician. And I got merch. Sell it.
What type of merch?
How old are you, bro?
26.
26? I need you to speak into my brother.
26.
Okay.
26.
Okay. So Quan with the magic wand. And okay. I'm sorry, bro. Just saying that shit just sounds weird. Okay, Quan with the magic wand. I'm gonna call you Quan. And then shout out to you for coming today. What about you, brother? What's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
Yeah, my name is Joel Hurtado. I'm 22, and I do security and other little side businesses or hustles, you can say.
Okay, and your name is Gerard?
Joel.
Jarrell.
No, like
Joel.
Joel.
Yeah, guys, listen, man. We got to speak into the mic and we got to be a little clear, okay? Just so, I'm not having to ask you guys again. What about you? What's your name, age, and what do you do for a living?
Glad to be back. It's Michael, 32 years old. I work for a private investment company.
Okay. So,
Wait, do you cheat?
I'm sorry?
Do you cheat?
Do cheat?
Do you cheat?
Do I cheat?
Yeah.
No. I'm single. Can't cheat if you're single.
Oh, okay. Well,
that was a really random question.
no, because bro, I thought about Ali. I was like, yo, she kept saying it's so hard to find guys that have money and then don't cheat. So I had to ask Mike real quick.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Got to get some content.
Play,
I
matchmaker.
thought you meant like cheat the system.
Yeah, that's what I was
Facts.
thinking too, because you were
Cheat
talking about
that.
business.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Oh,
thought,
we know you do that. We know you do.
yeah,
some
that's
crazy
why
shit
I
on the
thought.
side,
That's
you know
why
what
I
I
thought he
mean?
was asking that because we were talking. You were literally talking about business. Okay, cool. What about you, brother? Name, age, and what you do for a living.
What's up, guys? My name is Chris, aka Mr. Schmitty. Vice president of the Hoodie Gang. I'm also a personal trainer, a celebrity personal trainer, and I'm also a bodybuilder, 2-time posing champion in Florida, and actually going to go ahead and do nationals this year to go pro in bodybuilding. So that's a little preview of my life.
Are you natty?
Okay.
Am I natty? It depends what you define as natty. Right now, I'm definitely natty.
right.
What's that
Right
mean?
now, right? Natural.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
natty basically means somebody's not on any type of anabolic performance enhancers.
Okay.
So yeah,
Damn,
that's
I've never
what
heard that term before.
How old are you?
Are you natty?
I'm 23 years old. 23 years old.
23, bro. Shout out to you, man. Already doing so much.
When you compete, you're not gonna be natty though, right?
I look like, when I complete, I'm gonna look like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
There's
God,
no way
yeah,
I'm gonna
no
be
way.
natural.
Yeah.
No way.
Okay, cool, man. Shout out to you guys. Panel, thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate you guys being here. So I want to do something different today. I've never done this before, but I want to talk about a hot topic that's going on. Also, guys, if you have any questions for the chat for the panel, make sure you guys super chat that in. Any topics you guys want us to touch, make sure you guys super chat that in real quick. So something that I found out today, actually I found out yesterday, but we really didn't have time to talk about it. I want to talk about the whole Andrew Tate situation with him, getting locked up, being let go on house arrest, and then essentially, I don't know if he got locked up again, right? But he for sure got charged.
He got charged. No, he got locked back up.
Okay,
He got
so
charged.
so he's back in jail now.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the reason why I'm bringing him up is because essentially, he's been on the internet now for a few years, and he's getting arrested now for things that allegedly happened years ago, right? So we're saying years ago before he was famous.
Like 10 years ago.
10 years ago, 10 years plus. Okay.
Are we all?
Yes. So my question for the panel is, and this is, I want to make sure that we're respectful to when we answer this one, but should women that come out after 10 years with accusations towards men for whatever reason, should they be believed, or should it be more like, hey, why'd you wait 10 years? Why'd you wait 15, 20 years, right? And we'll start off with you this time. Tell me your thoughts on that. Go ahead.
I feel like if a woman comes out 10 years after a situation happened.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Yo, you want to get to that super chat real quick? Before we get into this real quick, my bad, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out Dr. Kish. Fire show incoming. Welcome to all returning guests and new guests. Special shout out to Theo Vaughn's young brother for coming on set. We see you sitting next to David.
Theo Vaughn, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Dr. Kish, man, as always supporting us. We appreciate that so much. Okay, cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
So you think that what?
I think that if a woman waits that long to come out and say something, like, I would question that too, even for myself, because there's 10 years is a long time. You could do so much healing from the situation. You know what I mean? So it's like, why choose to, especially because now Andrew Tate, he's like blowing up. He's famous.
Okay.
So that could be a motive of like why these women are coming out, because obviously they're trying to make money off of him, whatever. So that's why I would question it. Yeah.
Okay, so you would question it.
Yeah.
Do you think that that person, that woman, should be believed?
Yes.
You think so?
I think, yes. Because you can believe somebody and still like it could happen, but it's the motive behind it.
Why
So
do you
what
think
I'm
she should
saying.
be believed? Like,
because it's 50-50. You could either.
But she has no evidence. Like, how would it be even?
Well, yeah, that's true.
50,
But it's like,
hold on, 50-50 is not believed. Like, you, if it's 50-50,
but what I'm
neutral.
saying is a woman can come out and say, hey, this man sexually, whatever, 10 years ago.
Okay.
I can believe you, but I'm not gonna. That's a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, what?
I understand what you're saying, but he got locked up. Like, they put him in jail for this. You understand that? Like, he had to sit there.
So they have evidence.
No, they didn't have evidence. They arrested him. Then they let him go because they didn't have evidence. And then until, I guess, a few days ago, they actually said they thought they had enough to charge him. So he got charged.
So, yeah, he was basically locked up for 6 months.
Here's the
5
thing, right?
months and then the 1 month of house arrest.
Here's the thing. The situation with Andrew Tate, if this goes to trial, which it probably will,
it is.
The way it looks, all the details are going to come out anyways.
Yeah.
Right. This is going to be crazy. If like you're talking about Andrew Tate, this is like equivalent to like back when O.J. Simpson went to court. Like that. That was something everyone was tuning into. Right. So my thing is, if it's believe all women, then do men ever really have a chance with accusations like that? Right. We'll get your thoughts right here. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm 50-50 with this, Eric, because half of me feels like, maybe like women, they keep stuff in, they don't want to say nothing, and they go a whole 5 years, 10 years, then they might say something to somebody, So I don't know Andrew Tate. I don't know what he does. So
yeah, let's take Andrew out of it for a second, though. In general, if a woman waits 5 to 10 years to come out and say something, should she automatically be believed? Yes or no?
I think when it comes to like a court system, maybe like there should be a certain amount of time, like you could,
statute of limitations.
Yeah, statute, but sometimes women hold things in and they don't want to say nothing because they're scared.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's fair. Okay. My thing is, in real life, right? If a woman comes out and makes allegations towards a guy, the court system typically does act, right? And a lot of times, most of the time, actually, women have been found to be lying about the situation or exaggerating the situation, right? I mean, you've had situations where women have done things consensually and then have regretted it and then said, hey, you know what? I don't want to own this, so I'm just going to say that you did this, right?
Keep receipts.
Yes.
Keep receipts.
Yeah, but let's be honest. How many men are really keeping receipts?
Facts.
Like, I would guarantee
like
that
10 years ago?
Depends on the situation.
No, just in general. Let's not even go 10 years ago. Let's say that you guys just slept with a woman maybe within the last week. How many of you guys are keeping those texts, keeping the screenshots, keeping the pictures? You guys are like, never are you thinking this girl is going to come back 10 years from now and say that this happened,
That's
right?
true.
That's
That's
right.
true.
But I
That's
got text
true.
messages from like years ago that I just haven't deleted that I can go in the search bar. It's there. So, but also know who you're, try to get to know who you're sleeping with so that the situation
that
doesn't
helps.
come around,
Yeah, that's a good point.
If it
But
looks sketchy,
again, I feel like most people are not keeping receipts. I know the thing is women don't have to keep receipts because typically I don't know men coming out saying that women, and even if a guy was to come out and say a woman did this to me 10 years ago, I don't think guys
They wouldn't
care.
even take that shit.
Nobody
serious,
cares
bro.
about that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you now, what are your thoughts on that, about the whole thing where a woman comes out 10 years later, she's automatically believed? Do you think she should be believed, or do you think she should be questioned? Like, hey, why did it take you 10 years? Why now that he's massively successful? Why now that he's rich? What's the motive behind that?
Well, I completely agree with Lovely and Chantal.
I need you to
And
speak
with
into
you.
the mic, please.
I completely agree with Lovely and Chantal. Honestly, it's something questionable.
Mhm.
I could believe you, I could not believe you. It could be like anything. You never really know. It's a neutral situation, just like you said. The court will act, but so will the mind.
Mhm.
So will everyone else. Just like
Okay.
you said.
Mhm.
But
Maybe it's just money. Maybe they just finished healing. It can be anything.
Goodbye.
But definitely questions.
Okay,
But
cool.
don't you see a problem with that? Even accusations, that's like a terrible
Yep.
thing. That could destroy someone's whole reputation. Someone looks up for let's say a guy working a 9 to 5, and they look up, do a background check. This guy was accused of doing this to a girl. They're not going to take him seriously and be like, oh, next.
Yes.
Exactly. Completely questionable. I don't think that anyone should really be believed unless there's proof. There's specific tests that you can take after, you have sex. But after so many years, all of that's gone. Completely questionable.
Yes, that's very true.
So
I
do you think there
personally
should be a
agree.
limitation on the amount of years that girls
Yes.
should be allowed to?
I think so.
What is the
Just like
statute of
Chantal.
limitations?
I think
have
it's
to look it up.
20 or 25.
Depending on the state.
Josh, can
probably.
you look that up?
Yeah, Josh,
What's
if
the
you can
statute
look that up,
limitations?
that'd be really great,
Nah,
bro.
nah, come on.
Listen, Josh, while you read that, while you look that up, I'm gonna read the super chat real quick by David Jones. He says, false accusations destroy lives in society. And by the way, this happens daily. Okay. A lot of times you won't hear about it until someone has like a specific status, like NBA players, football players, movie stars, or something like that.
Usually
Right?
there's a motive or something.
That's usually when you
something-
see those. Like I think someone recently,
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor
Yeah,
actually.
the accusation.
So,
yeah.
bro, he came to the Miami Heat game right across the street, and some girl said the same night that something happened between them, and now he's in the news for that, right? So
Yeah.
you have to be super careful with that. He says, look at Michael Jackson, look at Trump, now Andrew Tate. No proof, but low information. People believe the accusations because lies promote lazy thinking. Okay, that is a very, very good point.
Or push a certain narrative, like those news channels that putting out not the best information, more one-sided.
Yeah, because people
Like
want
the BBC.
Yeah, shout out to the BBC.
Or no one's
I
talking
also
about.
think that though women, they don't know how much damage they do to a man's reputation when they come out and say shit like that, because that's like me saying, oh, this guy, whatever to me
Mhm.
10 years ago. This man is like, he has everything now.
Yeah.
He has, his reputation is all he got
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So me saying that, it's gonna destroy like everything. And women don't take that into account. Like,
I disagree. I think they do take that into account. They know they do
They
that.
know what they do.
I don't think they do. I don't think-
Yes. That's the whole goal.
I think that's the whole reason.
Maybe
They
I'm
wanna fuck
thinking
his
from like
reputation up.
an emotional point of view, but
Sure.
like I don't think women really consider. They just say it.
They don't take exception.
They just say shit. You know what I mean? They don't really think like, damn, if I say this shit right
Yeah.
now, it's gonna kill this nigga.
But
You know
they
what
got
I
a
mean?
law
So-
going around. They got a law going around saying a woman can't say screen rape no more if if she don't got no proof. Y'all
Yeah,
see that
they-
float around on the internet?
So I know that they just came up recently, by the way. That's
Recently.
very recent.
Recent.
Where they came up with something where they're now trying to hold women accountable that are lying.
Right.
Because what happens is if all women can just lie, then there's no nothing stopping them from lying, right? If there's no consequences for that. However, I actually think she does have a point. I think you're thinking about the women that purposely do it.
Right.
The women that do it on purpose. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna actually do it to ruin his life, right? Like you have Zion Williams right now. You see what his girlfriend's doing to him
Right.
on purpose. She's literally like threatening this guy, like, if you don't give me a certain amount of money,
But
I'm gonna put out this sex tape, right?
all right, what's the question one more time? What's the question, Josh?
What's the question?
What's the question that you initiate from the initial? That you
The
first asked?
initial question was, if a woman waits 10 plus years to come out with an allegation,
Right.
should she automatically be believed?
Right. I can look at that from two standpoints. If she wrong, she wrong. See, but since we all law-abiding citizens, I'm gonna give it to you from the law side. Understand what I'm saying? If she don't got no evidence, if they don't got no evidence to do that, if she ain't got no evidence to prove that this dude raped her, throw it out, leave it alone. But while I come from the hood, he got some M's. Girl, her mama gonna tell her, you better get him. You better get that money, girl.
Yeah, of course.
Because you still in the slum, rent still, eviction notice. She gotta do what she gotta do. You did something with him, get that money.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the thing is,
Even though it's wrong.
If a woman comes out and makes an accusation, that dude's reputation, like you said, is ruined.
Right.
Look, it doesn't matter. Like, for instance, when Johnny Depp was going to court and he was being accused of domestic violence, people didn't care if it was true or not.
Right.
They just cared that it was associated with him. And he got dropped by a whole bunch of people, including Disney.
Yeah.
They dropped the whole franchise because he was just accused of it. Then when they found out that he actually didn't do it, that it was actually the woman that was abusing him, guess what? To this day, Disney still hasn't apologized or picked him up yet. Right. So it doesn't matter even if he's guilty or not. Like, just making that accusation can ruin a person's whole entire life.
Yes.
And I understand everything you're saying, but what I'm saying is, from the hood, they don't care. They got to get theirs.
Okay, so why do you think that women don't care though? Besides the money part, like, because the thing is, most people that are going through this are multimillionaires, right?
Right.
So I'm saying the reason why women don't care is because, number one, there's no consequence. That's number one.
Right.
Number two, a woman doesn't have to think about a guy because she's never gonna go through what a guy goes through.
Exactly.
So if I never have to go through what you're gonna go through, why do I care? Right? Like, if you have two people, one's rich and one's poor, and if something was to happen, like if there was a flood and everything gets taken away from the poor person, then that's their whole entire life. But the rich person can just replace everything. He doesn't care about that, so he's not worried about that, right? He's worried about other things. And I think that's kind of how it is with women. Women don't necessarily care about what men go through.
And
like,
Josh, not to interrupt you, but that's all I'm saying.
It's an area.
They
my
from the
name's Eric,
hood.
bro. Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Shoot my part of me.
Yeah, go ahead.
But that's all I'm saying. They don't care.
Yeah, I know.
They in the hood. They don't care. They trying to find a way right now.
Okay,
that way out.
so what about the girls that do it and they don't do it to like rich men? What about those? They're not doing it for money. There's nothing they can get out of that.
I ain't
guy.
seen a poor person get screened on yet. I seen
Bro, it happens every day.
I seen R. Kelly, Zion.
Nah, bro.
But see, that's what they put on the news.
Yeah,
brother.
I just said that. I said you only see on the news the people that have money because that's entertaining. People want to put something entertaining, like Conor McGregor. That's entertaining. People want to know that
Yeah,
shit,
he a
right?
target.
But you do understand that more people like us get accused of that daily than rich, successful people. The fact that you're saying that you've never seen like
let me rephrase it. That go viral more. The rich people go viral more.
right, and that's what we're saying.
Yeah, they go viral. When they get screened on, it go viral.
Right, but what I'm saying is, so I get what you're saying as to why people do it to rich people. I'm saying, why do you think women do it to poor people too?
Like the college athlete that just loses his scholarship because a girl accused him of something.
Or not even necessarily a college athlete, someone from your hood.
It ain't pop up on my explore page. I ain't see it.
Yeah, but see, we're not talking
but
about that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I get what you're saying.
This is the thing is like, when you're dealing with anybody that's emotional or cares about theirs solely, they're not going to care about what happens to you.
Correct.
They're going to go ahead and just be soulfully based off that emotion they're feeling at that direct time. And they're not going to be thinking about the consequence of that emotion at that direct time, what it will lay into the guy's future. See, a girl can get a job based off of, oh, I look good.
Yes.
Oh, I like your attitude. Oh, you could go ahead and bring me money. That's obvious.
Yeah.
With a guy, we're looking at reputation.
Yes.
We're looking at who you are,
Yes.
your attitude, how you come across, how you come off us.
Correct.
So, when you're dealing with a reputation that's tarnished, it doesn't matter if it's true or false. Just like you said, they're not caring about what's real. They're caring about what's going on in your life right now, what's being said. And with a guy, like if I walk in and they're saying, well, Chris, you're accused of doing yada, yada, yada. What am I going to say? Well, I'm innocent.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, you still have somebody tarnishing your name based off an emotional, like say if you have a girlfriend, right? Or you not even a girlfriend, say you have a girl you just slept with for the night, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had a good night, but I don't really feel this girl, so I'm just going to not talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
But say some stuff gets out to her boyfriend or some stuff gets out to her family or
Mm-hmm.
her image is, say on the tarnishment or what she perceives as being tarnished,
Yeah.
even though it's not really, you know, she'll go to the extreme of ruining somebody's life just to save their back end.
Correct.
So
Now here's the difference though. If that woman took accountability for her actions, her reputation is tarnished for a little bit because even her parents are gonna forgive her. Her brother's gonna forgive her.
Yeah.
Right? Like all that stuff
Yeah.
goes away. Like, yeah, okay, cool. You did something we don't approve of. We're not gonna hate you for the rest of your life.
Right.
However, it's different with a guy. No one's ever gonna forgive you for doing something
Right.
that you allegedly did to that woman. Even it could be 10 years from now, I'll still remember you for being that dude that did that one thing to that
Facts.
woman.
Right.
Right? That woman will eventually be forgiven for being a hoe. Does that make sense?
Facts.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
them just
think
do it
with
as
those
spite.
situations. Oh, sorry.
Hold on, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
read the super chats real quick, man. Okay, so my boy Horton, shout out to my boy Horton real quick. He says a big double standard and the Connor shit was debunked with a camera footage. Okay, cool. So shout out to him, man. That actually happened right here in our city. So that's crazy. It says it just shows how when women falsely accused, they shot face with the same. Okay, they should face the same punishment for the lie. So I guess what he's saying is that if a woman accuses a guy, the same punishment he was going to receive, she should get the same thing.
Word.
I feel
I completely agree.
I agree.
Okay, cool. We'll get back to that one in a second because I think the reason why they don't do that is because they don't want to discourage other women from
Correct.
coming forward.
Because they say the girl doesn't have enough evidence, and then the guy doesn't get
Yeah.
charged.
So think about it, right? Let's say you accused him of something, and they proved that you were lying. You went to jail for 10 years. Okay. Now she went through something that really happened to her, but she's scared that when she goes to court, they'll find out or they'll think that she lied. Now she would never come forward, even though her situation actually really happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so essentially what the government is saying is we're okay with women ruining a few guys' lives as long as the girls that are really going through this can come forward. Does that make sense? So in reality, it's like fuck men.
Mhm.
As long as we can help,
Basically.
as long as we can help some women, fuck men. We're willing to let the men get fucked over, which is fucked up if you really think about that shit. Okay,
Be
shout out to
careful
my,
who you sleep with.
yeah, shout out to my
That's
boy
it.
Horton. And then when my boy Dr. Kish says, ladies, is it still believe all women when your family members get accused? Imagine your dad/brother gets a random accusation. How would you handle it? This is a really good question. So it's usually believe all women, correct?
Yes.
Okay, am I talking to myself here?
95% of the
Okay,
time.
cool. God damn, everybody's looking at the fucking sky. Okay, so it's usually believe all women, right? 95% of the time, you guys said.
Yes.
I think it's
Yeah.
actually 100% of the time. If I'm being honest, that's just what I think.
Yes.
So would it change now if your brother was the one being accused, or your father, or your cousin, your guy cousin? Would it change then, ladies? This is for you. Start off with you, Helen. Go ahead.
All right. So honestly, I feel like this whole topic, this whole everything can always be fixed with a lie detecting test. Let me just get that out the way first.
So lie
That's
detectors.
a fact. That's a lie.
Anywhere, it'll save time.
I'm sorry. That's a
everything.
fact or that's a lie?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
What?
Because if you can control
They're
your
not
breathing,
accurate.
you could pass that fucking test.
No.
Yes, you can. There's
Really?
proof of that.
You can
There's
take a
proof of that.
Xanax. You can go ahead and
Okay.
do
Most
anything.
people can't.
Okay, so-
it's pretty hard.
Mo-
It's pretty
most
hard.
people-
Okay, so real quick, so
There's
you're
ways,
saying,
though.
so you're saying lie detector test and what else?
I'd do a lie detector test on my brother or father or whoever's been accused, just so I could know. But honestly, what was your question?
Is it believe all women when someone that you love is being accused?
I don't think it's ever believe all women because there's women that are lying.
No, in society it is believe all women. How can you sit
I
here
don't
as a
think
woman and
so.
say not? If you came out right now and said someone did something to you, they would believe you automatically.
They would, but I could also be lying. Just
Yes,
like everyone
that is
says,
a
they do it
fact.
for money. They do it because, for example, there could be women that did get, let's say, sexually abused, and they didn't want to come out. They were scared, but then they healed, and maybe they feel as if the person that did it to them, they deserve something back. And how can I get them back?
Mhm.
Court, their money, this, that.
No,
You
okay,
wanna
I
take
see
from
what
a
you're
woman.
saying, but let's go back to the original question. Is it believe all women, yes or no, in society? I'm not talking about you. When I ask you guys a question, I'm not asking you specifically about you. I'm saying in general, in society, if you were to go out there right now, if you left the studio and called the police, and you said, "Listen, someone did this to me," do you think they're gonna believe you, or do you think they're gonna disbelieve you?
No, they'll believe.
They'll believe you.
They'll
So
believe.
society,
You're right. Socially,
overwhelmingly, society believes all women. Correct?
Yes.
correct.
Okay. So
Eric, not to interrupt you, bro.
yeah, but you keep interrupting, bro.
I'm sorry. No.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to elaborate.
No,
That's what I'm
the-
here for.
Hold on. Just hold that thought. All right. I'm real quick. So should it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Should it be believe all women? Yes or no? When someone you love is being accused, yes or no?
If my brother was being accused, I would go to the woman. Yeah, I would.
But is it believe all women still?
Yeah.
So even if your brother or your dad is being accused, you're still gonna believe the woman.
I mean, if it's in question, I'm gonna question it. You know.
Listen, I appreciate the honesty.
If it's in question, I'm gonna raise the question.
Okay, that's fair. Real quick, what about you? Is it believe all women?
If it's someone in my family, I'm definitely gonna question it because I'm with my family every day. You know what I mean? Like I know them.
I'm not with them right now.
I know my family.
Okay.
So like if a girl accuses even my brother of, whatever assault, I'm not gonna believe her because I know my brother and I know for a fact he wouldn't do anything like that. Now, maybe if it was someone else, yeah, I would believe her, but someone that I'm connected with, that's in my circle, I talk to every day, I know what he's going through, I know what he's thinking, like, I wouldn't believe her.
And to expand on that, actually, my guy
hold
friends,
on.
Yeah.
So it's believe all women until someone you love is being accused.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Real quick, what were you saying, bro?
Give me the question, man.
I'm sorry, give you the question?
Give me the question again. I ain't going off emotions. I'm going off fact.
Okay. So should it be believe all women until someone you loved is being accused? And the reason why I asked the women is because women typically don't have a problem believing women. However, men typically don't believe all women because we understand as men, we get accused of things we don't do all the time.
I'm going to say appearance.
Speaking to the mic, bro.
I'm going to say appearance. If Helen, y'all see how my appearance is.
Uh-huh.
It's rough.
Okay.
I know how I look.
Okay.
Helen, what to say? That boy with the dread just tried to touch on me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he just, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Y'all gonna believe her. Y'all gonna believe her.
As a man, I gotta be honest. I would probably be. I would be 50-50.
You not knowing me, and she just coming out with the face expression.
That's the thing. I don't know her either.
Is she wearing it though? The dude with the rough dread,
yeah,
he tried to touch on me, y'all. You went that way.
Look, I'm gonna come up to you and be
you
like,
gonna believe it.
Did you touch her?
You gonna believe it.
Look, I'm gonna lean more towards her.
Instead of saying, tell me what happened, bro. You gonna say, what you say?
That's how I'm like, yo, nigga, did you touch her?
See how you coming at me?
Yeah, and I understand. That's what I'm saying. But
I'm gonna put you under that pressure. I'll jump, and I understand. But that's because men in society are supposed to protect women.
Put me under no pressure. No,
yeah, but
I understand what you're saying, though. I'm gonna do the same thing about my sister and my mom. I got sisters.
No, okay, so let's say someone accused a guy of doing that.
You did it. You're guilty until proved innocent. You guilty in my eyes.
Wait, someone accuses a guy of.
That's how I go.
Hold on, what are we guys? I'm speaking English here, right?
Yes.
Like these questions are very easy. I'm saying, like, I'm asking him as a man, if his sister accused a guy, would he automatically believe his sister?
Yes.
So you being a man, you understanding how hard it is being a man, you would still believe your sister.
Right.
No matter what.
I'm gonna believe.
Even if she's lying. Remember, because here's a problem that I have with believe all women. Believe all women essentially is saying that women are incapable of lying. And if you're saying that women are incapable of lying, then yes, fine. If women never lie, fine, believe all women. But people lie.
Okay, you asked me about my sister, right?
Yes.
I know how my sister lived. All my sisters in college, PhDs, nurses, never been to a strip club, never been to the club. I know how they living. If they was at strip club, G5, this every Tuesday, mini skirt, my sister ain't never ever.
Mm-hmm.
They in the house before 7.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So if a dude say my sister accuse a dude, I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah,
now,
and I mean,
if it's one of my cousins who on Instagram twerking every day, doing this and doing that, I don't know. I ain't gonna even entertain it.
Yeah, I have sisters too, and I'm not gonna lie, I'd be inclined to believe them, just because they're my sisters. But
based off how they live in their history.
But also, yeah, I would have some serious questions. You know, I would have some serious questions because I understand that. What if she's emotional at the time? Like, what if she's just crying emotional? And I'm like, okay, well, there's a possibility that maybe she's just really upset.
So basically, my answer is you got to know your sister. You got to know your sister. You got to know your family member. You got to know them. Like, you got to know them, not just.
Okay, so real quick. I want to get to the other super chat. So it looks like David Jones had another one. He says, even if a man is able to prove his innocence and his accuser is punished in court, the accuser is still going to have supporters. So that's true, because even though Amber Rose was proven that she was lying,
Yes.
to this day, you still have people that are completely on her side and are actually saying, even though she did this and she was found guilty, it was still Johnny's fault that she did it. Does
I
that
feel
make
like
sense to
a
you
lot
guys?
of those people are women though. Like women enable women.
They just
so
spiteful.
like we make their like she could say something happened to her 10 years ago and I'll feel sympathy for her, basically enabling her, not even knowing if what she's saying is true or not.
Mhm.
But just because she's a woman, I'm gonna sympathize.
I need you to speak
with
into
her.
the mic. Go ahead.
But just because she's a woman, I'm gonna sympathize with her, basically.
So think about it. If you're a man, right? Think about men in general right now. Just men in general, not your brothers, not your dads. In general, look how men have it, right? If someone makes an accusation against them, they're almost never believed, right? You did it until found innocent by court, is what he's saying, right? And in general, that's how it is. Also, if you were the one making an accusation about 10 years ago towards a woman, you're never going to believe either. You're not going to get believed, right? And even if they do believe you, who cares? You're a dude.
Yeah.
Who cares if something happened 10 years ago, right? And so also, if you're a dude and you go to court, even if you get found innocent, your life is still ruined. So if you're a man and you're going through this type of situation, it's a lose-lose for you no matter how you look at it. It's a lose-lose no matter what. Even if you win, it's still a lose for you.
Right.
So
you better change your name.
Just think about it though. Like, you could just put a woman could just put any man a restraining order.
Mhm.
That's it. Just simple. Just cry wolf.
Like, that's
if you
true.
think about it, like I 100% what you said. I don't believe that we should believe every woman what they say, because there's a motive behind it. Obviously,
I need you to speak to the mic. Move the mic upwards like this. So you
obviously
can
there's a motive behind it. Obviously there's a tension behind it, and according like you say, it always has to wait until their status. They have money. They have something going on. That's when they plan the attack. Oh, I remember he did this to me. Like, but why you're gonna wait so long?
So think about this for a second. Okay. Right now, the reason why I brought this up is because, you know, I've been keeping up with the Andrew Tate situation, and I personally feel like they're kind of trying to make an example out of him. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I see it more and more on the news. Like, even with the Conor McGregor thing, like, women don't get penalized for anything. You have, well, shout out to Elon Musk, actually, because he actually did something about the whole thing with Zion. If you guys don't know who Zion is, he's a famous basketball player. He plays for the Pelicans, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And you have a woman that has been for days now, I think a few weeks actually, been on Twitter saying like, hey, I'm going to release this. You know, we have a sex tape together. I'm going to release this. If he doesn't give me a certain amount of money, right? And so Elon Musk actually finally, I think he suspended her account. But no one at all besides Elon Musk thought that there was anything wrong with that. Imagine if a guy was sitting here on Twitter saying, I'm going to release this sex tape with us if you don't do this. Even if he was asking for like, yo, if you don't let me see my kids, I'm going to release this. He would automatically be wrong.
Yeah, you go to jail.
Nah,
It's like
yeah,
extortion.
Extortion. Who said that? Extortion.
That's a emotional subject.
So now, even if a guy's doing it for the right reasons, let's say he wants to see his kids. He's like, listen, man, my baby mother won't let me see my kids, but I have a sex tape from 2 years ago. If she doesn't let me see my kids, I'm going to release this. He's going to jail.
Right, 100%.
But you have this
100%.
woman on Twitter saying, if he doesn't do this, I'm going to release this sex tape. Publicly. And people are like, okay, cool. We want to see it.
Yeah, she's a porn star too, by the way.
Think about it for a second, though. Like,
red flag.
I just really think society just like drama in general. Just drama, because think about it. Women are prone to drama. Andrew Tate specifically has said it himself. They are caring, they are loving, emotional human beings, and on top of that, they love the drama.
Yeah.
If you told your girl, hey, I'm going out with the boys, she's gonna question the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
But let it go vice versa, and you're gonna see we don't give two fucks. You just better be back at a certain time. That's all, really. Because at the end,
I think I disagree with that.
no, because at the end of the day, how you gonna just let your girls go have a girls' night out?
Going somewhere.
No, because think about it. You know, her friends are never all just thinking the same as her. There's always a single friend, a whole friend in their group.
Like, I agree.
Right.
And if you don't know who,
And then if you're going out with her over past midnight, you don't think your whole friend is gonna give you her impression of what to do or in the club and things like that?
Mhm.
Bingo.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
You switched
that's
to
why
what you
let
said
him
though.
go?
It's weird.
Yeah.
Because you said you would let them go.
Why would
That's
you
why I put the
Yeah.
the
Okay,
X.
my bad.
as long as
My
they're
bad.
back by 12, he said. Right?
Yeah, a certain time. I said I didn't say like a specific time, but I mean,
Yeah, all the time.
I guess like before
Be a
midnight or
freak.
whatever. I don't know what time. That's a topic between y'all two.
I'm
You
not
understand?
sure
Like
too.
you and your girl.
What's
Like
your time?
I'm
What
a-
time
You
you gotta
be
be back?
watching them.
I'm gonna lean on him on that one. All purpose.
for me, I think you should be back before midnight. at
all
least.
personal
Me
experience.
personally.
Wait,
Midnight.
hold on, you don't think anything can happen
I
before
tried to
midnight?
stop mine
Guaranteed.
from leaving the high one time for going to the club.
Yeah.
She made that.
How
She
about you
ain't
just
come
go
home.
with her?
She ain't come home in
Yeah,
30. She ain't come home in 30 days.
I
And
think
when she
it's-
did come back, she came back pregnant.
I think it's not
Whoa,
entirely.
whoa! What?
The same night.
I said she ain't come back.
Hold on, bro. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. So like,
I'm leaning on him on that one.
no. Okay, so I'm sorry. Wait,
That's all I'm
you
saying.
let your girl go out for 30 days.
Man, I was on house arrest for 15 months. I was on level 5. I can't go off the porch. I
Okay.
been go off. Beep beep beep.
Okay.
So the more once you get past the door, okay, you gone.
Okay.
I definitely ain't gonna put my hands on you.
Okay.
Definitely gonna be on the 7th floor then.
Okay.
So you made it out the door. I'm like, they did here trying to stop it. I ain't going. Came
Okay.
back 30, and came back in 30, 40 days.
I feel like
When she
that's very
did come
situational
back, she was
So-
pregnant.
to your experience.
kick her
Okay.
out?
So let me translate that.
You
So,
said
all right.
What he
So,
said was.
so what he said was he was on house arrest,
Right.
level 5.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was at the door. He was like, "Yo, listen, I don't want you to go."
Right.
Okay. And she was like, "I'm gonna go anyways." He's
Right.
like, "All right, listen, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. You can go."
Right.
So she goes, comes back in
35.
35 days.
Right.
But when she comes back, she's pregnant. And not only is she pregnant, but she's pregnant with another man.
Right.
Okay. So
Now I said I'm leaning on him on that
and
one.
so he's leaning on him.
Right.
Leaning means he's getting on him a little bit about
Why
it.
was she
okay?
going
no.
35
He's
days?
agreeing. That's what he's saying. He's agreeing with it.
Thank you,
Oh, I'm
thank you,
sorry.
thank you,
So
brother.
so
Thank you,
leaning
brother.
means you're agreeing with him?
Yeah, I ain't leaning on him.
I meant like
I'm a whole gangster. I ain't leaning on him.
I'm sorry to hear that.
All right. Yo, look, where I'm from, leaning means
hope
like,
she's not
yo,
in
like
your
I'm
life anymore.
getting on you a little bit. You know what I
No,
mean? That's what I
could
thought.
have said I smell him. You feel me? It's
Oh.
lingo. One from
Okay.
the I smell him.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
your different terminology.
That's
Different terminology.
Orderly
I-
goes on some shit.
Yo, I smell you, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Nah, that's cool. Okay.
Like, everything you said,
Yeah.
I smell you.
Word.
Like,
Okay,
I smell
okay,
you.
that's-
I smell you. Yeah. I smell
Okay.
you.
I smell
I mean,
you.
I'm agreeing. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, gotcha.
I
Okay.
know.
All right.
I never need that content. Though. We
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
need that
All right,
content.
all right. So okay, so here's the thing. So when you let your girl go out and she comes back and she's pregnant,
Right.
That sucks.
how's that going for you? Like you take her back, you guys talk about it,
Man.
you kick her to the curve.
You said, man, we won't talk about certain things. I'm just going ahead and give
Oh, so you don't want to talk about it?
I don't want to entertain that.
Word.
She gonna feel special. I ain't,
Okay.
nah, it's just,
Oh, okay.
I was just letting you know I understand where he coming from.
Okay.
She ain't
Now,
nothing special.
here's the thing. Personally, I actually want to get the guys, because the guys are actually pretty fucking funny tonight. So would you be okay with letting your girl go out the way he said it? Would you be okay with you letting your girl go out for the night?
With the whole friends.
with her whole
and the
friends or
single
whatever.
That's what it
friends.
was. It was her girlfriends calling her out.
Okay. They called her out. So,
Yeah.
but before she came back pregnant, you were cool with her going out, or you?
I knew what finna happen.
Okay.
I'm trying to stop it. She's tripping. I knew what finna happen. No, so
Okay.
I got intuition. My
So
intuition
you don't
strong.
agree with him.
Damn.
My intuition strong. Cause we already on bad terms.
Okay.
You feel me, saying?
Damn, bro,
It
that
ain't-
must suck.
Yeah, I'm already on bad terms. They ain't letting me. I go off the porch. I'm going to jail.
Yeah. No, I
Regardless,
understand.
I ain't got. I walk to the mailbox. It's going off.
I understand that.
You feel me? I put my garbage out one time. It went off
Yeah.
to the front.
Okay.
Where you at? Oh, we on the way. I'm just my grandma blind.
Yeah.
What you coming out here for? My
Yeah.
grandma blind. I got to do this.
Okay. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to your
Yeah.
grandma too.
Yeah,
All right, cool. Listen, man. So you're against that, but you couldn't prevent her from going out because
Correct.
okay. So what about you? You sounded like you were cool with your girl going out.
With me, yeah, like I said, I think she should be back. Like I said, give it a chance. Even if she was to be back by 12 midnight, I don't care. Like there is, yes, a chance there, but you have to let her do her own thing. You have to just no, like honestly speaking, just let her. If she acts wrong, you do what you have to do as a man.
I understand what you're saying,
and I agree with him again.
Okay,
I agree with him again.
Some girls don't know how to make the right decision for themselves.
I have something,
and that's a fact. But I'm gonna let you be an adult for that because why? I have to be
your
little guard dog or whatever to be supervising.
But if I know something is wrong, why would I let her do that? Yo, he uses this a lot of times. He said, "Yo, if I have a friend that's doing crack, why would I, egg him on? Yo, keep doing crack." And I'm be like, "Yo, no, don't do crack."
Nah, that's a bad example.
Okay, I can see that. Example. I could see your example.
Different strokes for different folks.
Different strokes for different folks. There you go.
I think you should definitely know your partner and know her friends and go from there. But if you feel some way, then
okay. Yeah. Listen before because I want to get to them too. So here's the thing. I get what you're saying, and you have to trust your partner. I get that 100% because you also don't want to be with someone that you're coaching. You don't want to coach them how to be, right? I get that 100%. But I also think that you can. Damn, that's tough.
You can have a conversation.
That's
with
what I'm saying. Like,
that's really tough.
Honestly, like, if the girl is willing to be coachable, then cool. But like some girls now in these days, that's what I'm saying. That's why I responded like that because at the end of the day, some girls don't like certain commands or whatever.
So let me ask you a question: when the girl comes back, she's cut off, though, right? It doesn't matter if she goes out.
No, she's good.
She's good, but like I'm gonna fucking find out. Like she's gonna have to come up to me.
Bro, listen,
but how would you know?
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Like, how would you know she could come back?
Bro, listen, look, I smell you, bro. All right. So
the thing is about it is if you go sleep with somebody else, you're gonna come back not smelling the same way. Guaranteed.
Females out here that will take a shower after they fuck a nigga. Okay,
a shower with what shampoo? His shampoo? Like you're gonna smell it.
Use fucking water.
Water. You gotta water. Okay. Girls like
listen.
And then what he cream pied in you? That's gonna water. That's gonna solve it. Yeah.
So when she come home, what you doing? You going in there smelling?
Bro, I'll just know.
You better.
That's just a known thing. Like, yo, if I come and I'm like, you're coming home, right? And you did sleep with somebody. I'm gonna know just off of the intimacy and the energy that you have because I'm building. With me, it's like, I'm building a bond with you. When I'm in a relationship with you, I'm building. I want to marry. That's like the next step. That's the goal, obviously. So, but if obviously I know how your traits are, if obviously I know woman traits and things like that, I want to just test you out. Like you test a new Porsche, Lamborghini, whatever. You test the car out. Okay. You have to see where she's gonna improve, not fuck up, whatever.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you're gonna have to not judge her, but choose whether that's the right partner or not for you. And then if she did do anything that's not woman, that's not a traditional woman back in the fucking 1800s. Just cut her off. Okay. I just want traditional
I want to get to my boy Chris real quick. What about you, brother? What do you think about that?
All right. I've been waiting for this for a good minute. The time was then to do that stuff. When you're with me, it's not going down like that. So I'm just gonna say it like this. If you want to go out with your girlfriends, we all know what the nightlife entails. And I worked at a day club too. So the whole thing is they doing it in the day, they're doing it at nighttime. The time to go out with your friends was when you had friends and you didn't have a boyfriend. Now it's time to go ahead and be together. And if you ain't down with that, then if it ain't with me and if I ain't involved, then I don't want to hear nothing about it. There's no questions. And if there's questions about it, then obviously you ain't the one for me. So I'm going to have to go ahead and send you back to where you belong. And that's going to be the streets for now. Because look, with me, that just tells me one thing. Look, if you can't stand your ground and if you can't be a man of value and say that's just not going to go, when she's asking the question, that's the red flag there. I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't even want to go out with your friends right now. I should be the pariah. I should be the number one priority in your life. Look, if I'm going to go ahead and provide for you, if I'm going to be your man, protect you, give you children, be able to go and put you in that nice house that you've been dreaming of, we ain't going to go all with, who's going to do that? Your friends? Your friends that don't even got their stuff together, their shit together? Come on now. Let's go and be honest with each other. You know, it's not about like, oh, shit, I just want to have fun. The time to have fun is then. If you ain't having fun with every minute of the day, every second with me, then look, let's go ahead and talk not on the term of a boyfriend and girlfriend, but we can be some acquaintances. But I don't even want to be friends with that, to be honest.
Wow. Yo, shout out to him. Yeah. Shout out to him. And
Now you
bro,
can breathe.
do you know who?
Oh my God.
He
You know
sounded
who?
like a car's
Yo,
salesman.
no. You know who he sounded like?
Gotta do it.
Bro, he
I'm just
sounds
playing.
like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
All right.
He sounds just like him, bro. That's crazy. Like I kept thinking about him.
And
the whole time.
Yeah.
I think that's why people try to go ahead and call me Theo Vaughn and stuff. I got the little country twang from it, but I'm from the country, so at the end of the day, that I have morals. I have morals that I'm gonna stand on to this day. You can't go in and talk. It's like when you go ahead and you say, "Oh, I'm Christian," and then you're like, "Well, I guess I believe in this too."
Yeah.
You can't be Christian and you can't be all this double-sidedness. Don't be double-sided. First of all, a woman ain't going to want a double-sided man.
Right.
A girl wants a man that she can trust and can trust that his morals will stand true, because that's when women naturally test stuff.
Okay.
They're naturally going to test you. And if you fail the test, you failed it already.
Right.
It's not a bad matter of, so you got to get from the get-go. That's why I say when you ain't a man yet, just don't even go the route of trying to get a woman. Because guess what? You're going to go ahead and find heartbreak. You're going to find all the little boy problems at the end of the day. If you want to be a man, stand on your morals. Find a morals you can stand on. I don't care what it is. But at the end of the day, if you just go ahead and decide to be double-sided and, oh, well, I just love her so much. I'm going to give her this leeway. Even if she's like saying, hey, baby, I'll be back before 12. I'll be back before 10. I'll tell you, working at a day club, your girl can leave to go to the bathroom. She got a guy's number right then.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
That's quick.
If you ain't asking me, baby, can you go and walk me to the bathroom? I don't feel safe, baby. And if she does feel safe, there's a reason why she feels safe. She's been relying off of other men's attention to keep her safe. So the thing is, like,
Joe, that's a really good point, actually. That is a really, really good point. And actually, I've never heard anyone else brought that up. The fact that even when you go out, you should be walking your woman to the bathroom.
bingo.
That is actually crazy. I've thought about it, but I've never actually done it, because I'm like, damn, bro. Like here's the thing. As men, I think we get portrayed as controlling.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn, you're gonna even walk her to the bathroom. Like if our table's here and the bathroom's right
I am
there,
possessive.
like you're telling me like you can't let your girl walk alone to the bathroom, right? But like it's not so much that I don't think she can walk there alone to the bathroom. Obviously she can. It's about the fact that what could happen from here to the bathroom. We're in a public setting, and a lot of times, especially here in Miami, you got people that are drinking at restaurants, people drinking at bars, and it could be quick. It could be real quick.
Within a flick of a second.
Yeah.
And let me tell you this. It's like, look, just stand on your principle. Be a man. Walk your girl to the bathroom. Make sure you know every minute of the day what's going on. Because look at the lines, all right? When you see a little lioness walk out of the herd, what do you normally see happen? The other lion comes up, jumps on it, pounces on it. We're not far off from animals, guys.
Yeah, we're not.
Every guy has urges. Every girl has urges. We're all human. We all make mistakes. But are you going to allow your life for room with mistake?
Yeah.
He's
He's right. I watch a lot of lion documentaries, and when that lioness leaves, she's getting
rammed.
She's getting rammed, bro.
Bam, bam, bam.
And she's coming back to the herd pregnant.
Yeah. And guess what? I look at it this way. You could be stuck raising a kid that isn't even yours for 18 years because you love your girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And the thing is, just because you let your girl, and look, and what the crazy thing is with the bathroom stuff, guess who the girl was hooking up with?
Who?
The guy's brother. Bingo.
Yo, what
So-
the fuck?
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
what's
what's
up
up,
with you,
bro?
bro? Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I swear.
You said you got a brother?
No, not me.
Oh,
okay.
This is the guy. So I'm working security at the day club, right?
Okay.
We all know what day club this is. It's the biggest one in freaking Miami.
There?
Yep.
Okay.
You know it.
Damn.
So I'm sitting there working security. The guy asked me, the guy that paid me he gave me $100, walk his girl to the bathroom, right?
Okay.
All of a sudden I see his brother pop up at the bathroom. I'm like, what? The girl walks out, says what's up to the brother. They start kind of yakking, talking. Before I know it, they run behind this little column, start making out, right? This is this guy's brother.
Identical brother or no?
It looked just like him, though. It looked just like him. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
And she was drinking?
No. She knew it was other because she's sneaking around. Let's be honest. We're
Okay.
never that. A woman is never that drunk to not know that's her man. I don't care who you are. You know your man. If you're getting that drunk, that ain't your woman, right?
Yeah.
Don't bring your woman into an area that, first of all, it's like selling alcohol. She can get drunk, and you can go ahead and let her. And first of all, I've seen it all the time. Guys let the girls get drunk. They end up making all these mistakes, making a fool out of the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even allow that to happen. If you have a girl that's wanting to get drunk, going out, come on now. Like let's be adults here. We all know what we actually want. We want a woman that can hold you down, not a woman that's going to go. You have to hold down.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. We all want that woman to be the anchor of our lives, but we don't want her to steer the boat. Right. We want her to be able to pull us back when we are going full throttle. Be able to know, say, hey, Is this too much?
Yeah.
Hey, take it easy. Hey, you need some food.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to go ahead and get some sleep.
Right.
She monitors your life to make sure your life is in the best optimal area. A lot of times you see these guys taking care of these girls, not in the way of a man should take care of a girl. It's like taking care of a child, taking care of a teenager.
Yeah.
I see this all the time at the club. You go ahead and see this guy say, baby, calm down. Don't do this. Oh,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, and it just sounds like the same old. Just this guy does not have a lock on his female. I could walk up to his female any minute, just talk on her for a baby 2 minutes, and boom, she's mine, or she's mine for the night.
Yeah.
You don't want that. I don't think any guy wants that. I don't think any woman truly wants that. But the thing is, this is all about the test they give you. They're going to give you that test. Are you going to let me drink? Are you going to do this? Do you think this is right? I'll be honest. I've seen this one guy. This girl said, "Can I drink?" He said, "No." She said, "Okay, baby." Boom. Done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got the same thing. Yeah. Shout out to you, man. And wow, security stories sound fun as shit, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
It's crazy, man. What do you see in the club at security? I'm seeing everything from, people hooking up, the employees hooking up, that have boyfriends at home, from
I feel like you're part of that though.
No. I'm luckily, look, I keep my business. It's the same thing as a personal trainer. When I have a girl client, I'm never talking on her. I'm never trying to get with her because, look, I like my money first off, right? And I'm looking for anchors. I'm not looking for, buoys that are getting away with my ship. That's all that, when you go ahead and it's like same thing with girl. If a girl is really about her shit, she's going to be looking for a man. She's not going to be looking for these boys floating in the water to get in the way of where her destination is. Or if you see a girl that obviously says, like, my destination is to have the big house, to have the nice children. First of all, number one priority, if your girl wants children, right?
Yeah.
If your girl doesn't want children, drop that.
Yeah.
Your job is to provide a legacy for yourself. If your girl is looking for a legacy and you're a man, you obviously want to provide that.
I agree with that.
So what's up? Let's go ahead and get this started. But at the same time, right?
That is a big green flag for me. Kids.
Yeah, kids. And if my girl isn't saying she want to have kids, you ain't my girl.
So you would never date a woman that doesn't want kids?
No.
Okay.
I'm here to create a legacy.
Right.
I'm here to create a mini Hercules.
Okay. Well, what about this though? What about just enjoying your life with her? Why not just enjoy your life with her?
My life is, look, first of all, your life is not granted for the next day. So look, everybody goes in and knows
That's crazy.
This. With these times we live in, you could walk on the street and get hit by a bus.
Yeah.
And you be dead and you're gone. And guess what? The only thing that's going to live on is nothing. Because guess what? If you don't have somebody living on from you, from your seed, from like your physical, like, when I look at my daughter, I'm like, dang, that's a part of me.
Yeah.
If I disappear right now,
my
daughter could go on. It's the same thing with wanting to have a son.
Right.
If you ain't gonna provide me a son,
you gotta have a son, bro.
You gotta have a son to carry on your legacy.
Yo, listen,
Bingo.
I have a daughter and I have a son. My daughter, my daughter was first, and I always said,
Me too.
I was like, yo, if I gotta try 5 times to get a son, I'll do it.
But that's another thing. Everybody says about having children. The main thing is you want to have children with the right people, right?
Yeah.
But that's your choice on the get go. But when I have all these guys like, oh, I'll make her pop a plan B. I'll make her get an abortion, all this shit. I'm like, first of all, I'm strictly against abortion. I don't care who hates on me for it.
Yeah.
I don't agree with it. I don't even agree with plan Bs. If you nutting, you nutting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So am I saying is this, look, just be a man of principle and morals first, so you don't have to make those stupid decisions. Make a girl mess up her freaking ovaries just to pop a plan B, make her get an abortion, freaking, first of all.
Damn, you making everybody here feel guilty.
I just said be a man of principle. Look,
wait, so you've never made a girl take a plan B?
Come on,
we ain't
bro.
gonna talk about it.
I got a question. The guy that gave you $100 to walk his girl to the bathroom when you saw that, did you tell him about it?
Bro, he gave me that $100. He didn't tell me. He asked me to tell him what happened.
I was just wondering.
He said, make sure she's safe. She was safe, but she was making out with the brother. Look,
So she's safe.
Bro, hold on, but he's the guy that
with
paid
him.
you. Though. Aren't you supposed to have some type of loyalty?
No,
What
here's the
happens to
thing.
being a man of morals?
But here's the thing: when you have everybody drunk in a situation like that, your job as security is to keep the situation
Okay.
calm and cool.
I understand what
You're not trying to start drama, and all of a sudden you go ahead and your boss of security says, "Hey, yo, why is there a fight?" Well, I told this dude, this guy. So look, let's be honest. First of all, we're trying to make sure everybody gets out of the club safely and sound. I ain't trying to stir up no drama in the club. First of all, it's the number one place for drama. You get drunk, you off some shit. You've been doing it. You had a long day. You're trying to go there to de-stress.
Yeah.
That's the number one place somebody's gonna blow up, and they're gonna feel the opportunity to blow up because you don't have an opportunity to blow up at work. You're gonna have an opportunity to blow up when you out having fun with your boys. Where do you hear the most times people getting in fights? the club, right?
Yep.
And guess whose job it is to break it up?
Yeah.
So look, I'm not dealing with anything like that. At the end of the day, he paid me $100 to take her to the bathroom, make sure she's safe, make sure she ain't getting macked on by random dudes. That wasn't a random dude.
Yeah.
That was your brother.
Probably
That's
wasn't
what-
the first time either.
Not the first time. Bingo. And a lot of times, think about it. It's not the first time either. You got to realize. And I was talking about, we were talking about like, oh, you ever do this or yada yada yada. It's about like being a man of principle and morals from the get go, watching the red flags, passing the test, and not going off of just I love.
Yeah.
Love is an emotion. It's not facts. Just like we were talking about previously. We were talking about, the girl saying, should you believe a girl? Believe and know is two different things, right?
Yeah.
If you don't know for a fact, then you don't need to speak on it. And that's what that's like the entire public. So no, people should not automatically believe a topic because that's
like what he's saying. The same way you start a relationship, the same way you got to end it. So if you started off getting disrespected like a chump, the same way it's going to end.
Bingo.
I don't even tolerate no disrespect for no female, bro.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna get to the super chats real quick. So my boy Tapiso says he's just super chat. He says, "God bless." Shout out to you, Tapiso, man. We appreciate that so much. Always supporting, man. David Jones says, "I'm calling in. I want to add to what the male guest in the white is saying." Okay, so he's talking about you right here. Okay, shout out to David, man. We can't wait for you to call in real quick. I want to get your thoughts on everything that was said right here.
Yeah, I mean, to piggyback off of what Chris said, I strictly believe, it's a 50-50 street. Like, I wouldn't go out myself personally without my girlfriend to a club, just like I wouldn't let her go out without me, because I feel like it promotes insecurity, and there's no reason to promote distrust. But
wouldn't you say that it's insecure for you not to let her go out? Well, that at least that's what society would say, right? Society would say if you don't trust your girl to go out by herself, then you're insecure.
Yeah, society would definitely probably say that, but you have to realize that we live in Miami, and it's not your girl entirely that you're trusting. It's literally everyone else at the club. So like, again, like if my girl, like he said, if my girl even begged the question, like, can I go out with my hoe friends to the club and drink alcohol and get lit? Why would you ever want to do that if you're in a relationship? Like, that makes absolutely no sense. That's ludicrous. Like, you should go out with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to bring me, you know what I'm saying, and we drink together and we have a good time and I'm with you, like he said, like, you should walk your girl to the bathroom. You should be with her like all the time while you're at the club, because you could just never know, bro. Like, some dude could slide his phone like when you turn your back for like.
And what's she gonna do when she say you too controlling?
I mean, bro, if she thinks it's too controlling, then she's not the one, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just simple as that, bro. If you're mad at me because I'm sitting here telling you I don't want you to be drunk around a bunch of dudes in a dress that's like shows all your legs and you're in high heels or whatever, you're looking good and everybody's drunk and you're drawing all this attention and I don't want you there by yourself. That's a red flag to begin with, bro. Why would you want to be there without me? Like,
let me ask you a question. What happens if it's her friend's birthday party?
Right. Then bring me.
What happens if you can't come? You're not invited. Are you gonna allow it?
Then allow your friend to be single at a club for her birthday party. Go, just like if my best friend were to do that, I wouldn't go to the club if I was in a relationship, and my best friend, my boy Carson, say he had a birthday party, right? And it's at the club. He's single. A lot of other people there are single, but I'm not. I'm in a relationship. I wouldn't go.
I can't agree to that.
Look,
I would go to his house.
I'll go on this. Okay, the girls are always on the receiving end. Guys can pitch, right?
Yeah.
So when you think about it this way, when I go to the club, it's not the fact of I'm trying to go ahead and pick up ladies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the club making business, making money, making connections. A girl, what connections she gonna make, right? Bingo. That's because they're on the receiving end of everything. So if you want your girl to be getting pitched at all night, then that's one thing. Guys, a lot of times, first of all, the girls ain't gonna mac on the guy. It's the other way around. Now, don't get me wrong. I've been at the club. I've had several females try to get on me, right?
Yeah, that's
but at the same time, we're
talking about the average guy, though.
Yeah, the average guy. So the average guy ain't going to have that happen. Yeah. And, guys need to be able to go ahead of one jurisdiction over foreign land. So when you want to think about that for a minute. If you let your girl explore, right, before you already explored, and this is one of the number one tests I always give girls. Hey, do you want to go to the club? And if they tell me, yeah, let's go to the club, get excited. Okay, no. Yeah, you're not the one. And if they say, baby, I really like the club, to be honest. You know why? Because what is the girl looking in the club? What is a girl looking for in the club? Attention, validation, and turning up. What are you turning up on? You know what I mean? The thing is, like, I understand if that was your lifestyle before, but that should be nowhere near in your mindset now. You should be like, well, maybe when I was single, that was fun because I could have ran into some fun stuff. But at the same time, I'm not even looking for a woman that like that back in the day.
Mhm.
I'm looking for a woman that goes ahead and tell me, say, hey, baby, I don't really like, getting attention from all those guys.
Mhm.
I don't really like going to the club.
Mhm.
I'd much rather just be chill here with you. Actually, recently I got told that, and I'm like this. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, green flag.
Yeah.
When you tell me that and you start passing all them tests, women, you will get respected so much more.
Yeah.
And trust
Right.
me, you will have a healthy
Right.
relationship. When you keep going against your man in every single way possible, you're going to have the worst relationship in the world. You got to go ahead and be able to, one, trust your man in every sense and degree. That's another one thing of why women cheat and why women just will leave you, is trust.
Okay, so one thing that you said that I really actually like is that you said that women that go to clubs are getting pissed at the whole entire time. Think about that for a second. So if
That's
your
false.
girl goes out, right, you have trust in her, you're gonna let her go out till midnight. That's what you said, right? She's getting pissed at from whatever time she got there to midnight. That's a lot of pitches right there, bro. That's crazy. And I see what you're saying, that it only takes a second for something to happen, and then you lost her.
Isaac, so I want to get your
As a
side
guy,
now.
you're fucked either way. You're
You
fucked
heard-
if you let her go. You're fucked if you don't.
I mean, like I guess what Isaac said, like about controlling.
Isaac's a different dude, though, bro.
no,
You,
but like it's about
you just met him, but
controlling.
like he's a different dude, bro.
Oh.
Trust me.
I'm very loyal. I'm very loyal, so I expect the same out of my woman.
No, and like when he asks you about, oh, what happened if you're controlling? Like, I guess I have to lean on Isaac on that one, because it's just like Chris said too, his principles, morals. Like, so I was wrong, you can always change perspective of a person. You just changed mine right now. Like,
So you wouldn't let your girl go out anymore?
no, not really. I mean, like they said,
Are you in a
like,
relationship
I
right
agree
now?
with them. No, I'm single.
Okay.
But I say, what she gonna do when she say you can too control it? Said Isaac,
Like,
what she gonna do?
But the same thing I
What
would
you gonna
say, you just have to cut him off, bro. Like, it's
I like
yeah.
when people come on here and say that you should just cut them off, but the reality is it's not easy to just cut
exactly.
somebody
It ain't
off
that
like
easy,
that.
bro. It ain't that easy,
Especially if
bro.
you've been dating for a while. Like you can't just cut somebody off.
If she want to pop perks and go to the club and twerk, you can't stop that, bro.
Nah,
You
can't stop,
bro. What?
Yo, Jules is in the back. Just every time you talk, bro, Jules is just laughing in the back. over there. Okay,
I
cool.
just lost my whole train of thought. I wanted to ask you a question.
If you pop perks, if you do coke, if you do,
Hopefully, I don't know what y'all. I don't know what y'all. Where y'all living in? But that was going on.
Set the stage.
Yo,
listen, the quality of people you date is
Right.
is what you'll
Right.
get. Correct. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
also a
So, hold on.
reflection
Why
of
do you
yourself,
why do you
too.
have to cut her off? Why can't you just have a conversation with her first?
I mean, would there be a conversation with her? Let's just start and let's ask that question.
If she respects
Like,
you, yes.
that's the whole thing.
So if
like-
she doesn't respect you, that's on you, not her. What did you do wrong? Evaluate yourself first.
No, and I'm in that category right now. That's why, like, I fucked up in my past relationship. I'm learning from it, building from it, using that as like a mistake that I've made, and I gotta fucking do my part to
Mhm.
fix myself, my own person. And then when I feel like I'm ready, go ahead and start fishing.
If it's not
again.
too personal, what's the one thing that you fucked up on that made her lose respect?
I took her security away.
Ooh.
Honestly speaking, and it's because she
How'd you
just
do that?
She triggered a mind from my past. I was putting my past in our relationship,
Uh-huh.
not knowing this, like mentally not knowing this. I wasn't doing it intentionally.
Okay.
And we got in a little heated argument. I was like trying to just walk away.
Mhm.
She tried to pull me back, something that my mother used to do,
Mm.
but my mother was abusive.
Mhm.
That's the only difference. So I used to fight my mother
Mhm.
because she'll have a knife, she'll throw a punch at me, a pan at me, whatever that she had in her hand. She was trying to do damage at me.
Mhm.
And I would defend myself from my mom, and I always got Baker acted for that.
Mhm.
But with her, she was nowhere near. She was, dude, this woman, she's a woman. I think she's a young woman.
Mhm.
She cared for me.
Mhm.
She always was asking if I was okay, how was work, shit like that. She was actually, like, I could say, a rare woman that I passed on.
But
and I
you
fucked
did
up on.
something that made her not trust you, basically, in that aspect.
Would
right?
take her security away.
Yeah,
I took her security away. Like, I'm telling you, like, I don't want to say
I know, I understand. Yeah, no, allegedly.
Okay.
Allegedly, you took her security.
Shout out to Wand, Quan with the magic wand. Looks like someone in the chat really thinks you're preaching. So shout out to you. Okay, cool. Ladies, I have a question. I don't know what George is laughing at, bro. Ladies, I have a question for you. So something that Chris said earlier is that he thinks that if a woman is dating him, she shouldn't like be going out to the club. Like that should be behind her, right? Now I was gonna ask him a question, but I'm just gonna kind of ask you guys a question because you guys haven't really talked much lately. Does a woman's past matter? Like, do you think that a guy like Chris would care about a woman with a past, or would he say, you know what, your past is your past, as long as you're respectful now, we won't have any problems? Should a woman's past matter? And then I'm gonna get to Chris. Should it matter, yes or no?
No, it shouldn't matter.
Goodbye.
Okay, so a woman's past should not matter. What about you, Chantal? Should a woman's past matter, yes or no?
Personally, yes. I feel like a woman's past matter. One, because in my life, I know that if I go out and have sex with a bunch of dudes, my value is gonna go down.
Why? Why does your value go down?
Because I'm like, when I finally meet that person and he does ask me that question, like, you know, how many bodies do you have? I'm gonna tell him. But like, if I say like, you know,
what the fuck is Jules laughing at, bro? That's just crazy.
For real, Jules.
Jules is like that.
You still laughing over there?
He's laughing at the chat. No.
Okay, shout out to the chat, man. I wish she had her own camera, but she's just dying back there laughing. Okay, cool. So let me ask you something. But can't you technically like have 30 bodies and just lie to your boyfriend about it?
You could, if that's the type of person you want to be.
Okay, so how does your value diminish then? How does it go down?
Because I mean, if really, I'm speaking from my point of view, not every woman, but I know for me, like, I know that if I do that, if I go out and be with a bunch of dudes, I'm gonna feel like I don't even like these dudes, you know what I mean? Like, we don't even have a connection. So why, like, that brings me down. That makes me feel some type of way, like I don't value my own self.
Okay,
so yeah.
Okay, Hollywood, what about you? Should it matter, yes or no?
Wait, can you repeat the whole
question?
question?
So should a woman's past matter? Yes or no?
Yes.
It should matter.
Yes.
Okay. So Chris,
yes.
Would it matter? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
It would.
And let me go ahead and expound upon that. You know, I got big things going on. Right?
Okay.
I got life. I got business deals I'm closing. And before I do a business deal, I'm gonna look at the past of anybody I'm working with. Right?
Okay.
So with anything, a relationship's like a business deal.
Okay.
Is it gonna prove results? Is it
Okay.
gonna prove, wealth? Is it gonna go ahead and expound upon that? And if I look in the background and you've had 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 bodies.
Okay.
You know, first of all, if I'm literally, this is so crazy, but even if I'm looking at a girl and she's like not even a virgin, I'm still, it just boom, went down for me.
Okay.
And the only reason I'm saying that is, look, anytime I look at a girl, if I have any type of mindset, you've been hooking up with other dudes, you're gross to me.
Goodbye.
You're gross to me. And I'm not even trying to say you're gross in general in society. I don't care what society thinks. I care about what I think.
Yeah.
And as far as your past does matter to me, because the thing is, if I'm going to be on that hill in a nice house, driving nice cars, having you bear my children, I don't want to see Joe Schmo, who's a mechanic down the street, say, "Oh, I smashed her." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, that happens all the day. People, wife, hoes. I knew this one girl, right? I ain't going to say her name.
Yeah.
One girl got a train ran on her. Guess what? 2 months later, she married a guy in the Navy. In the Navy, right?
Okay.
So a guy said, "Oh, I'm gonna marry this girl," right?
Okay.
I mean, all the guys in the train laughing, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a part of this, partaking. You're right.
Okay.
I do not know haram.
Okay.
You know, I'm not, into any of that. But I'm saying like this: it's like your past does matter to me. What you've been doing in the past, how many times you've been to the club, how many times you've been in these situations. Are you putting yourself in the situation to get hit on? Are you putting yourself in a situation to go ahead and get hooked up on? All that. How have you acted in your past relationships?
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead. What's up, brother?
Let's say you meet a girl.
Oh yeah.
She's a great girl.
Mm.
Doesn't club.
Ooh.
Doesn't do any of the bad stuff. She
Okay.
cooks, she cleans, she's
Cooks,
supportive.
cleans.
She's
Okay, great.
investing into your business,
Mhm.
right? You guys are dating for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, we dated for 2 years, right? It's big.
Then you find out she lied.
Oh,
She actually has like 30 bodies. But
Oh.
she changed because during the whole relationship, she was a good stand-up woman. She gave you everything you wanted. Would you end the relationship? Mind you, she's a good person now. She's changed. would you end it, or would you say, you know what,
That is
we've
pretty
had
gay.
2 great years, let's go ahead and stick this thing up?
Okay, so first of all, if it started with a lie, then there's a bunch of other lies in the midst.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, look, just the fact that you had to go ahead and get me with a lie
Yeah.
tells me that you don't need to be with me.
Damn.
First of all, if you need to go ahead and bring up results that ain't yours,
Yeah.
then you don't need to go ahead. It's like this: when you go ahead and take a test, right? You guys want to make sure you study for the test. You want to make sure you put in that work for the test, because that work is going to prove results. That's going to get that A on that test. You know for a fact. But can you really just bring the answers and leave that test and feeling good about that? You know what I mean? You're obviously going to know you cheated.
Yeah.
You didn't do what you needed to do to earn that value
Yeah.
of that test.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, girls should be like acting like they get in relationships, like taking a test.
Yeah.
Did you study? Did you do your stuff?
Damn.
Are you going to go ahead and cook? Are you going to go ahead and make sure his clothes are set for him?
Yeah.
Make sure he's getting out. Make sure, hey, baby, your hair looks a little messed up. You need to get that. Oh, your eye looks a little funky. You need to go ahead and get some eye drops in there.
Yeah.
That's the type of woman I'm looking for.
Yeah.
But in order to get into that category, you're trying to lie to get into that category.
Yeah.
And being able to do that, there's somebody that didn't have to lie.
Yeah.
There's somebody still out there. People always think, there's a lot of great women. I'm going to say that there's probably more great women than there is guys. But think about that. Us high value men, that just being said, we can get a lot of high value women. That's from the get go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like there's only one of you. There's 10,000 of you.
Yeah.
That's great. We make the choice of choosing you because we love you. Oh, we appreciate the things you do for us.
Mhm.
We see a future and we can imagine that with you, but we chose you
Yeah.
to do that with. Meanwhile, you lied on the test.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I
see
play
what you're
devil's
saying.
advocate for you for a quick
Go
second?
ahead. I want to hear. I want to hear, man.
So maybe she lied because she knows she couldn't get a guy like you,
Right.
if she told you the truth,
Right.
because she knew you would judge her.
Look,
So
and in the day, it's her parents' fault. All right.
It's her parents' fault.
Look, think about it this way: if she had to do that in the get go,
Yeah.
that's from the background she comes from.
Mhm.
I'm not responsible for the background you come from. I
Yeah.
don't care why you did it
Yeah.
or the reason you did it.
Yeah.
I have 1,000 people that didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
So my thing is like this: like, look, so you have a guy, right? And he tells you, "Hey, baby, I got this car, I got this thing, and boom, you're gonna come to my house, all right?" And he's telling you this for days and days and days and days, and he don't prove the results. Or
Yeah.
he says he could take care of it. I can take care of you. I can take care of everything, and he can't do that.
Yeah.
Then what is he to you?
Nothing.
Don't do a double
Yeah.
standard. Let's not play around with this. Let's be honest with each other. Let's just be honest from the get go. Let's not wait 2 years to tell you, oh baby, by the way, I have 30 bodies, and one of them happened to be your friend.
Oh,
All right.
fuck.
Let me guess. It might as well be, because guess what? Guys are very very sociable. We'll make
Yeah.
friends with anybody because we're
That's
trying to make
true.
connections.
Yeah.
The moment I make a connection it's also
That's
connected to
very
you.
true.
And guess what? I'm not trying to make any connection with a girl that had 30 soul ties.
That's very
Right,
fucking
right.
true.
Everybody you having sex with, you want to be thinking about the rest of your life.
Yeah.
If you ain't thinking about the rest of your life, then obviously we got a problem as well. Because
Yeah.
look, I know girls that still think about their bodies they had freaking 10 years ago, right? They still think about that
Can
one
I ask you
guy.
a question though?
What's up, brother?
What's the limit of bodies that a woman should have for you? Because not every woman is a
Yeah.
virgin.
What's your
Not
limit?
not every woman is a virgin.
Hold on. What's your limit? What's your limit?
From the get go. Okay,
Your non-negotiable.
I've been with girls for the most part that have had only like one body.
Okay.
All right. And it's because I choose them wisely.
Okay.
I'm not out here in the streets trying to go ahead and get every A, B, and C and D.
Right.
I see guys, look, you bring a girl back to your place, that's you.
Okay.
Look, I'm not saying like I couldn't, because I've worked at a club. I've gotten so much that is ungodly. I've been in the elevator escorting girls, right, that are with the DJ. They
Mhm.
try to get up on me, and I say, hey, nah,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't do that. I know the DJ.
Yeah,
right?
no,
I'm being
yeah.
respectful. And at the end of the day, look, that's the guy's problem that have problems with sleeping with everybody.
Yeah.
they're
I-
desperate. That's what
I
it is.
see what
look,
you're saying.
I choose.
I like that. I've never
I-
thought about it like that.
I choose my women wisely.
Yeah.
And look, at the end of the day, I want a woman with no bodies or little to few.
Yeah.
And the little few could be like, I was 16, 15, 17, 18 when I did this,
Yeah.
right? Then I'm okay with it. But if you out here, and I'm not looking for a girl that's freaking super mature either. I'm looking for a pretty young woman that hasn't been experienced to all this freaking chaos going on the outside. And I got to know your background. I got to know where your family comes from.
You gotta
So
give me a
what's your
limit.
limit?
Give me a
What's your
limit.
limit? What's
I
your
need a
limit?
number.
I'm gonna be honest. A 2.
A 2?
1 or 2. 1 or 2. And look, that's me.
That's
Okay,
respect.
people
Respect.
are gonna go ahead and speak to me like, "Oh, how can you do that? Do you want more? Do
Yeah.
you want more?
Yeah.
Do you
I
want?
respect
Do,
that.
but do you want
Okay.
more?
All right. So,
I'm like-
what about you? What's your limit?
I've never had to think about it.
I
I've
don't want a
never had to think
virgin.
about-
I'm sorry. You say you have to think about it?
Yeah, I've never had to like actually ever think about it.
Okay.
So
if
you never
you-
asked the
You
girl
don't
her
care.
body count?
No, I was in a relationship, so I was like number 2. I think that was number 2 or
Okay.
3.
No, but how? What's the limit on the woman for her bodies? Like, what would be the most that you would take?
For you to even get in a relationship with
Yes.
her. Like,
I think my max. Let's see. I ideally like to date somebody between 24 and 26. I think.
Bodies?
No, age.
No, I'm
No,
not
no,
talking
yeah,
about
yeah,
age,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
saying-
But
But for that age comes with some experience.
okay, so
So
just
I'm
give me a number.
thinking-
All around.
I think maybe 10.
10?
10.
Okay, what about you? What's your limit?
Damn, I never really. I mean,
Come on, guys. What's your limit?
I
Like,
guess
what's
no.
the
Like,
number that you know you would not go over?
I say 5.
5? Okay,
I
what
say
about you over
5.
there?
I smell you again.
God damn, bro.
Five.
I see.
I say like a
5.
handful.
Cause-
Yeah, like
I'm
I'm gonna go.
smell you again.
Nah, I'm gonna go 5 though.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 5 for real, cause you girls got body, boy. You believe that? They got
Okay,
body.
what about you? What's your limit?
You ain't gonna find no
As many as you want, baby.
So Eric, you gotta know my stance on this.
Yeah,
you know?
go ahead.
As
Give me
many,
the number.
as many as you want.
No,
right?
no. Okay,
Baby,
no,
go get more if you want
no,
to.
fuck no, okay. No, not that much.
Does the
bro.
number
But-
change?
No. I mean, again, it really just depends on the age too. I'm
Okay.
not the biggest judge of the past. For
Okay.
me, like, cause again, bro, I would fuck hella bitches if I, if it was feasible, if it made sense. I
Okay.
mean, I'll fuck a
Isaac,
few.
are you fucking with a 30-year-old? Or are you gonna
Uh,
fuck with a 21-year-old?
I fucked a 30-year-old,
But
bro.
who would you
no,
have a
no.
relationship? Who would
God
you have a
damn it,
relationship?
Bezo.
I said fuck with. Who would you have a relationship with, Isaac?
It depends, bro. It really depends,
fuck,
bro.
man.
I
That's
get-
why I'm like,
I'd be-
God damn it, Bezos.
I'd be open to it, bro. It just like
Okay,
really
all
depends
around
on the girl.
Isaac. All
Just give
around.
me a
but
number,
give
bro.
me like a
What's your
Okay,
number?
okay, so at this age, I would probably say like 15 at this age, and then if we're getting older, like in like 26, 27, like 20, 25,
Okay.
20.
And what if you're 30?
30.
What about what's the
Again,
limit?
I think 20, 25 is still kind of sits
20,
around that
okay.
range. Yeah. It's
God
still 30.
damn. So the older the woman, you will give her more bodies.
Yeah, I mean, bro, again, it's just life, bro. Like people go through that shit, and I'm just very confident in myself as a man, and I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I.
So
can
hold on, if you
provide.
know what you bring
This
to the
has-
table, the hell on that doesn't even
This has
correlate.
nothing to do with
If you know what you bring to the table, why would you allow a girl that had like that many bodies?
Because again, bro, it's just not.
You've
bro,
earned your value,
for me,
bro.
it's for me, it's about the tendencies. It's not really about like.
Her tendencies is to sleep around like a little slut.
Yeah, but again, it's your tendencies when I meet you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's like the biggest thing, So if I meet you and you say you're still trying to go to the club all the time without me, or like you're giving other dudes
All
hell
right,
of
cool.
attention.
Real quick, the same scenario I gave Chris earlier. You're dating a girl 2 years. She's been amazing. She's a perfect woman. You find out that she actually has 30 bodies. She lied at the beginning, said she only had 3. You gonna stay with her, or you breaking up with her?
I'm breaking up with her because you lied to me. That's like a huge red flag to me. It's not even like it's not about the 30 bodies as much as it is about how you lied to me. Like you just didn't tell me the truth. Like that's like okay.
Well,
so
why does
what
it
else
matter
is
though?
going on?
You said you don't care about the past.
Yeah, I know, but it's the fact that you lied. It's not about the past. You just
What happened?
you
She
lied
came
to my
out and
face.
told you.
She
What
lied about
happened?
the
What
past.
happened? She came up and told you about it.
She's like, listen, Isaac, I actually have 30 bodies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
That's
Daddy.
David.
I'm gonna say
Shout out to my boy David.
I'm gonna say that's tough. I appreciate you for everything you've done, but again, you lied to my face. You looked at me when I asked you a question. You gave me a distruthful answer. I don't like that. Now, goodbye. Here's your stuff. Get out the door. Like that's as simple as that. Like again, like when you're a man, what he said, bro, standing on your principles as a man is
Mhm.
important. So my principles may differ from Chris's,
Mhm.
but like as long as I'm willing to stand on what I believe in
Mhm.
and like have certain boundaries that I set for myself and tell my woman there's things look that I'm not comfortable with, you cannot do that. And I don't care if you do it, we're done. Chips
Okay.
is over. Clip decimo, like
Chips.
finito.
Hey, look, I
So
don't
it's-
agree with
okay.
you, but I can respect that
Yeah.
you're standing on what you're doing.
Okay, shout out to my boy David. David, real quick before you get talking, let me ask one more question. Hold on. So real quick, actually not a question, but so I like what you said earlier. You said that you like to look for women that only have 1 or 2 bodies because you understand that they're not out here looking for, like, that's not the lifestyle that they want.
This is first of all, I have to have a woman of God. I have to have a woman of God. I have to have a woman that goes to church, that keeps, Jesus, God as her number one principle, number one moral.
Yeah.
But my thing is this: I'm not looking for anybody that has 1 or 2 bodies. And ideally, I'm looking for somebody that has no bodies at all.
Okay.
The 1 or 2 is the leeway I just give to, sadly, the society that we live in now.
Yeah.
And and that's just with me. Look, I love, and when I love deep. And
How are you finding these girls that only have 1 or 2 bodies? Because it's really hard here in Miami.
The thing is,
they're born with 5 bodies.
Yeah, you're dang right. You gotta look at a woman's background. You got to look at what she's been doing her entire life, the nature she comes from, right? The nature of Miami when you're in the city is not, that of a woman that you want to go in and keep.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you ain't going to find the woman where you're at, but where you travel.
Okay.
So a lot of times the woman is on the way to where you got to go. And it's not going to be necessarily in so we all know the original neighborhood we grew up in.
Yeah.
If we settled for the first thing that we saw in that neighborhood, let's be honest, we'd have a pretty poor stance on life. We'd be like, dang, I just married Nancy. Nancy's been around my life the entire life. And we know those guys that married Nancy off the block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look, if you are a man of value, you're not going to have a problem finding that high value woman. Because that naturally high value things. Look, this is a great saying, all right? Universe does not give you what you want, it gives you what you are. So if you're not a high value man, it's not going to give you high value women. If you are a high value man, it's going to give you high value women.
Yeah.
Bingo. If you're a man of money, it's going to give you more money. That's just the way. You ever notice how a millionaire will go broke, but then have $1 million in the next week, 2 weeks, and you're like, dang, he got that back.
Yeah.
I just heard Kanye was broke, and now he's the first billionaire.
I know.
Come on now.
That's crazy.
And then you understand the universe does not give you what you want, because guess what? You could be acting a whole different way of what the universe is. If you're acting all sad, depressed, I'll never have a girl, you ain't gonna ever have a girl. I can guarantee you that.
Okay.
But if you act like you are that shit, and guess what? I will have that girl that has no bodies. I'll have that girl that has, I ain't gonna say that little 1 or 2. I'm gonna go ahead with no bodies. I will have that. That's what the universe will naturally give you. It may not be that instantaneous, boom, knock on my door. Hey, Domino's Pizza, I'm going to go with no bodies. You know what I mean? But it's going to come when it comes, right? Just like when we know if you feel confident, everybody can, as it said here once, I'm going to be a millionaire.
Yeah.
If you're confident, the fact that you will do anything that you can to become a millionaire, you can either say, yeah, I'll be a millionaire.
Yeah.
I know for a fact.
I believe that.
I know for a fact I'll be a millionaire. I said this when I was a kid. I'll be beyond a millionaire. I'll have a bunch of money in my account.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I ain't a cheap person.
Yeah.
I'm not cheap at all. But do I want to give a non-cheap lifestyle to somebody that doesn't deserve it, that's been passing themselves out to every single Joe Schmo and giving soul ties with everybody? And I believe in these soul ties. Look, soul tie is
You're
serious.
really Christian based, huh?
I'm very Christian based. Look, I love God. I love Jesus. I'm a big, I don't care who gets on me. They always try to censor that. They always try to go ahead and put, let's go ahead. And even in the rap songs nowadays, they try to go ahead and, just tarnish, Christians and try to make Christians look bad. But guess what? We're here. And for those that actually stand on their faith, you're going to stand proudly on your faith. And I'm going to stand proudly on mine. I have morals. I have principles. I want to go and stand by them. When people ask me, but what if this happened? What, this girl got an abortion. I'm sorry. I'm like, it's just not my belief.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You can go ahead and believe it, but I know what I know. And I know my faith.
Chris, the Bible said, love your wife like God love the church.
Exactly. But also,
so if your girl out there doing all that hoeing, you got to stand by her. Bro.
No. That's not the case. That's not the case, because God also tells you
what?
Look, bro.
No, because if you're a man of faith, you're not going to get that woman. Because God warns you about all this.
Quan with the magic wand, bro. You just said some wild shit.
Yeah.
Can you say it again?
Yeah, can you say that
The
again?
Bible say, God love your wife like God loved the church. And how did God love the church? He never turned his back on us, no matter how disobedient he was towards that boy.
The commandment says,
but you said something about hoeing around, though.
Yeah, so
there's none of that in the faith.
The Bible say, love your wife how God loved the church. Process that first.
Okay.
Boom. How God loved the church. How did God love the church?
How does God?
He loved her.
How did he love the church?
He never turned his back.
He never
He
turned
never
his back on the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though he should have.
So where does the hoeing come around?
We going to the wife part.
Okay.
If your wife doing this and that, starting,
Oh my goodness.
Whatever she doing, you saying you gonna go astray on her, cut ties, like you were saying, it ain't easy to cut that.
Yeah.
You supposed to stand by that girl. You supposed to stand by that girl.
But he's also
So you chose to have a
You
wife.
supposed to stand by her. That ain't.
I'm
Listen,
sorry.
and
Yo,
that's
David,
what I'm
David,
getting
I'm
at.
sorry.
No, what I'm getting at.
Wait, hold on.
This is why I be so mad at the Bible. This is why I be so. This is why I be so. This is my struggle with the Bible.
right.
This is my struggle with the Bible,
All
bro.
right, hold on.
Actually,
David, shout out to you for being patient.
Wait,
man.
before we get to you, David.
My man, hold on. My man, Josh, finally.
I love the
found that
Bible, but
stat
it ain't
real
always
quick.
easy.
No,
My man's
it's
been
not the
looking for a
stat.
whole
I
hour for a
actually, it says Ephesians
Right.
5:5 says, "Husbands, love your wives, and as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her."
Read it one more time. I don't think they heard
It says, "Husbands, love your wives,
Love
as
your
Christ
wife,
loved the
as
church
Christ loved
and
the
gave
church.
himself up for her."
Gave
Okay.
himself up. I just told you.
First of all, that
Okay.
I'm gonna let David speak, but that church was worthy of him
Yes.
giving a life for you.
Bingo.
All right, that woman is not.
If you ain't about people of the church, are you of the church if you out here sinning?
Yeah,
Are you
that's a
of the
good
church
point right there.
if you're of the church when you're going out, going to parties, going to brothels, going into all this, thieving, stealing?
Listen,
are
we
you-
are born sinners.
Hold on, let me let my boy David talk real quick. How you doing, David?
Okay.
What's up, David?
I'm doing great. So
David, you drink a Red Bull
Before
today,
I-
bro? You hyper. Shout out to you,
This is
man.
why I ain't want to get on that.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
before I piggyback on what Chris said earlier on the show, I have to Chris is right on. Chris and Josh are right about the Bible verse. Yes, the Bible says forgive. The Bible does preach forgiveness, but there's a difference between forgiveness and reconciliation.
Mhm.
Yes, it is true that when it comes to sin, we're all born sinners, and if we want God to forgive us of our sins, we have to forgive others that commit sins against us. But that does not mean we reconcile automatically. So if a person is engaging in behavior that is toxic towards your goals, your aberrations, you are urged by God to separate yourself from that toxic person. You forgive, yes, but not reconcile. You have to separate
Amen.
yourself from that toxic
You got the Bible
person.
right
Yeah,
No,
man. He
if
was
a
talking about
woman-
supporting it, supporting the hoe and all that.
You
My man
can't
said
support the
some wild-
devil. Yeah,
You can forgive, but you can't forget.
My man said, "Listen, man. If your girl's home, you gotta support her. You gotta stand by her, bro.
Listen.
I'm
How you
sad
say?
him.
How do you say?
That ain't what I'm saying.
Bro, that's what you just said.
I ain't saying about no hoe. I like I stand by hoe.
Hold up, bro.
What I'm saying is the Bible says certain things that I have time struggling with. You know
Nah,
what I'm
bro. That's not what you
saying?
said.
No, that's what I'm.
I
That's
think
why
he
I ain't.
misunderstood
I ain't-
what the Bible
One part
meant.
of the Bible is not
probably-
clear. It's clear in another part of the Bible.
Read that one more time. Who read that scripture? Because I think he put his own words on it. He put his own words on it. That's what I heard it say. It said, "Husband, love your wives as Christ loved the church."
That's what conservative.
That ain't what I said. That ain't what I said. I'm wrong.
Actually, and underneath it says, what does it mean to love your wife like the church? It says, "For no one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as Christ does the church, because we are members of his body. The husband's love for his wife should reflect his care for his own body." Paul offers two key words to describe this:
Keyword
nourish and
wife,
cherish.
Okay.
not your
Here's-
girlfriend.
okay. Here's the thing, though, and I get everything that you just read, but that wife has to be worthy of all that. Like you can't just love someone.
She worthy for it if you getting on your knees saying, "Be my wife."
Nah, bro. But like in that, let's say you are married to someone and then she does something during the marriage. You can't sit here and be like, "Well, the Bible says you gotta stand by your
I
wife."
ain't saying immediately. That's what y'all going wrong at. I ain't say immediately, but at the time, let that time, like that time here,
Mhm.
it's for you to lead the way now. You know what I'm saying?
So hold on. Let's say
So
I'm
you
married.
lead the way.
No. Think of,
This is
let's
why
say
I
I'm
don't really
married,
want to
bro.
get married. Y'all, he preaching about marriage and bodies and it. I ain't in my book. The Bible do say you better off being single. But it say you better off to marry than burn with lust. That's what it do say.
Bro, you know a lot of the Bible for someone that doesn't
Yeah.
believe in it.
I ain't saying leave the Bible. See y'all, that's the problem with the world right now. I ain't say none of that. I ain't say that. You heard me say I don't believe the Bible? I said I had a hard time struggling with the Bible.
Okay, so but that's
I like the Quran too. I like how they move. I like how them girls. Well, you don't see none of my wife's ass, nothing, titties, nothing. You rather be bad. They have the whole thing coming up.
Yeah.
I appreciate
David,
that.
do you have a question for the panel, David?
Yes, I have. I want to piggyback on what Chris said earlier in the show
What'd he
about
say?
the clubs. Okay, Chris, you were talking about how it's a red flag for women to go into the clubs, right?
ASAP, yeah.
I want to add to that. I would say that gay clubs are the biggest red flags.
Hey yo, what
and I, as a gay man, I can tell you if they are a potential red flag. So if you have a girlfriend that says, "Oh, me and the girls are just going to go to the gay club. There are no straight guys there," that's a lie. Because at gay clubs, there are 3 types of guys that are there, especially when women go to the gay clubs.
Yo,
Most
David.
of them are gay. Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro, but it's like you always have to announce that you're gay, bro.
Well,
as a gay guy, I go to the gay strip club. And
I want to be transparent.
Yo, we appreciate that so much.
Yeah, most of that.
Would you ever do security at a gay bar?
Hey, personally, no.
Why not? Why not?
Because that's just not where I'm going to do security. Look, I'll be that's just small. I'll be respectful. I'll be respectful to anybody. I'll be respectful for anybody. But the same thing, what's going on in my household is what's going on in my household. What goes on in your household goes on in your household. But here, another thing, what he's saying, not all gay men are strictly gay men. There's a lot of gay men that hook up with girls all the time.
Okay.
All right, and especially
but then they're not gay.
But here's the thing: whenever a guy is gay, it's a woman, right? Women are attractive, right? So if a guy's strictly gay, I mean, the gay community it's exploratory. Bingo. They just explore. So a lot of times you'll have a gay friend, they'll have a gay friend for maybe about like 5 years, and one night that gay friend get drunk and he likes pussy.
You're right, bro.
So I'm saying like this.
So right.
I'm saying, look, anybody. Women are beautiful. We all know that. Women are beautiful.
Yeah. So
hey, David, would you ever fuck a girl?
David, that is a good question.
Would you
David.
ever fuck a girl, David?
Wait,
no,
I didn't hear that.
David, would you ever have relationships with a woman?
Sexual.
David, did we lose you?
I like that answer. He's standing on his pencil. Yeah, he's standing on his pencil.
David, did we lose you? Did we lose you, David?
Like that submarine.
Well, why you take a whole minute to answer? Think about that one, bro.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He was like,
okay. No, here's the thing. I have seen situations where women have slept with their gay guy friends.
That's crazy.
That is actually something that I've never really respected that. I never really wanted my girl to have a gay guy friend.
Look, communities are within communities. There's the gay community, there's the straight community. And a lot of times they don't really mix, right? But when they do, don't expect things that, he's just gay.
Yeah.
Every guy has at one point in time said, "Ooh, that chick is fine. Yeah, I'll go ahead and just go crazy if I had a time of my life with her." Look, I mean, everybody's seen, freaking Catwoman off the old Batman movie. Who said, "Oh shit, dang, that's my shit right there."
Yeah.
All right. So it's not like they're not saying that themselves. I look respect to the gay community, but like I said, it ain't my community. I'm not in it. I'm not really about it. But at the same time, it's like he said, he's speaking from his community's perspective. And when your woman says, "Oh, I'm going to a gay club," don't worry, they're gay. No. Look, like you said, there's multiple type of guys that are in that gay club. And there's different type of people in that gay club, and they go there to explore. I mean, if a straight guy does go there, most of the time he probably isn't completely straight, or he's just a sexual deviant trying to go ahead and get pussy any type of way he can. But the thing is, anytime you go to the club in general, go ahead.
Yeah. So I was gonna add. There are straight guys that pretend to be gay, and they sneak into gay clubs pretending to be gay, knowing that there are going to be women at the gay clubs, especially on weekends, and they're going to try to hook up with those girls because there are straight guys that are so desperate for sex, they will fake being gay to get into those clubs, and that's why gay clubs are a red flag for guys that are not comfortable with their girls going to nightclubs.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're that desperate, is that a bad idea? I mean, that's thinking outside the box.
Let me clarify something. And I thought I made this clear earlier. I know it's definitely a funny situation. But let me clarify. When your girl's asking to go anywhere without you, right? I just don't want you over there. That's the red flag.
Yeah.
All right. I'm saying, look, if you together, the time to do that was when we weren't together.
Yeah, yeah.
Once you chose to be with me, you chose to be with me because I'm your life partner. That means we go through life as partners.
Yeah.
That means you and I versus the world. That means you have my back and I got yours. And how can you get somebody's back if you ain't watching it?
That's definitely a good point. I think if I'm ever with, first of all, me and my girl almost never apart. But if I ever had a situation where I was like, yo, I'm coming through, and she was like, no. Or, nah, big red flag. Huge red flag.
I'll be like, okay. Or cut off.
Nah, I'm pulling up. Okay.
Pulling up.
Yeah, I'm pulling up.
Nah,
if you're only gay,
they ain't my girl no more.
I don't like forcing nothing, though.
I'm sorry. What'd you say?
I don't like forcing nothing. I feel where you're coming from, but I don't like forcing nothing.
How you
grabbing, not when I say grab him by the neck.
Into the mic.
When I say grab him by the neck and just make him like, I ain't talking about actually putting my hand.
I'm sorry, bro.
Listen what I'm saying. Y'all dudes. You got short bro.
Grab him by the neck.
Listen, if you got a short attention span, bro, everybody got TikTok minds, bro. You feel what I'm saying? If you got short attention span,
you said you can't force something, and then you were like, grab her by the neck, and I'm like,
you I like it, though. I like it.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm saying like that. You can't force. I don't know about the next man. How I do it. I like to push P. I don't like to force nothing. You feel me? If you want to go out, go ahead. I ain't finna sit there and blow you up, because if you gonna fuck, you believe that. So what you and if you chasing it down, that's all gonna make her do it even more.
I see.
Yeah, he annoying.
I see what you're saying, but I'm missing where the choking.
Y'all ready for a laugh out of me? That's all.
Nah, you just didn't have to say the choking thing. I would understand.
Like I'm trying to use that as an example. Bro.
Yeah. I think what he's trying. I see what he's trying to say by not.
Because the first thing I said was when I say grab him by the neck, I ain't really talking about my hands.
Right.
I'm talking about forcing it.
Okay.
Figuratively grabbing them by the neck.
I see what you're saying.
I feel like
it's called figurative language.
I feel like when you talk, you just talk with like a hook first.
I'm an artist,
when you hook someone in, then you go on.
Yeah, you ain't hit crocodile dick.
Crocodile dick?
Crocodile dick. Go scream, man.
I can't, what?
I heard a crocodile Dundee, but we done beat some of that up.
All right. My man Jay says, what if you're only gay on the weekends? Does that make me gay?
Yes. If you had any gay moment, you gay.
Yeah.
You gay. If you had any gay moment, it's done. You gay.
It ain't no going back.
David, can a guy be bi?
Can a what?
No, you gay.
What do you mean? Yeah, of course you can.
You got niggas in chain gang like that all the time.
I'll give you this short answer. Bisexual men are in the gay category.
Yes.
So technically, yes. If you're bi, then you are gay.
That is pretty gay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Call the best of both
You
worlds.
know, I like how honest he is, and he's telling the truth. Because look, I think any gay guy would look at a bi dude and say, "Oh, I can make him gay for tonight." You know what I mean? Like, so look, the moment you trespass over that line, anybody, if once they hear that, and anybody in the gay community, once they hear that, they're like, "Oh no, he's gay. No, he's definitely gay." So why are we in our community saying he isn't? Like, come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The moment you have that gay moment, you're gay. Just hey, look, that's no. I don't hate you for it, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Look, you find out. Okay, you girls, you find out your guy. I just slept with a dude in college. Nah, he's gay now. You gay? Get away from me! Like you told me you were straight. So it's like this. It's like that's just that. That's just that. And look, ain't nothing wrong with it. But if you straight, you want to be with a straight person, right? You don't want a person swinging both ways. I mean, I don't know what your preference is. I mean, my preference is to be a straight person that has pretty much just straight tendencies. I don't want, them to swing both.
Yeah. The only time a woman will ever consider a bisexual guy is if he is transparent about it from the very start. That's really the only time a woman will ever think about it.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
It depends what level of woman.
Okay,
It depends what level of woman you are.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
I'm sorry, you have something to say? What's up?
Yes. You have to be very patient.
Go ahead.
Yes, because like I have a lot of gay friends, and me being their friend, I get turned off, like even thinking that we could, be
Speaking
anything.
to the mic, lovely.
I would get turned off, like thinking that we could have anything besides just a friendship,
Mm.
No, what if he was a very attractive gay guy?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I feel like once I feel like that you were with a man, then that's where your lane is. It's not with a woman, you know.
So you're telling me
but-
you wouldn't respect him as much?
But it's different though, because like for instance, you slept with a man, so him sleeping with a man doesn't necessarily I don't think the reason why I'm asking is because a lot of women end up having sex with their gay guy friends. This is actually a common thing. Gay guy friends sometimes do sleep with their friends. If you notice that it's always like the baddies that have the gay friends. You ever notice that?
Yes.
Like it's not the ugly chicks with the gay friends. It's always the baddies. The baddies with the gay friends. And you're
What
really
you trying to say? I consider myself a baddie and I don't have a gay friend. I've never had a gay friend.
There's so much.
Okay,
I've never had a
one
gay
question
friend.
for the women. I
Then
do
that
have one quick
says
question.
a lot about you right there.
How?
Yeah,
How
I
does
do got
not
one.
having
I
a
do got
gay
one.
friend say a lot about me?
I'm just saying that. Listen,
Continue.
I don't want to do it to you.
What?
I don't want to do it.
Say what you gotta say.
Just
Go
open
ahead.
the
Okay, all right,
carpet. Just open the red carpet. Just open the red
Go
carpet.
ahead.
All right, let's do it. All right. So, God damn it, I don't want to do it.
Do it.
Just roll the red carpet down.
Okay, let's do it.
You can't start. It's
Okay.
unfiltered, brother.
So, all right. So we live in Miami.
Yes.
Okay. You guys know what the definition of a baddie is. I think we all do. Okay.
Yes.
True or false? Now I know that looks can be subjective, but overall, I think we all know. Okay. Like, I only talk to a certain.
Caliber of women.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, would she fit that? Yes or no?
Baddie and beautiful, two different things.
No, I'm not asking you that. I'm saying, would she fit your description of a baddie? Yes or no? A typical Miami baddie? Yes or no?
I don't
I don't wanna
consider
comment on that.
myself a Miami
Yes.
baddie.
No.
I don't wanna
You said you
comment on
consider
that.
yourself a baddie. What I'm saying, in
I don't
general.
wanna-
Yes, a
I don't wanna
baddie
comment
can
on
be multiple different
Okay, no,
things. I don't have to
when-
be
when-
one specific baddie.
When I compare you, hold on. When I compare you to like someone like my girl,
I would say
I'm
she the
not
finest
your
one. I would say she the
girl.
finest one at the table, though.
I'm not
Okay,
your
but-
girl.
hold
I am
on.
me. I could be bad.
No. What I'm saying, what let's see, and this is why I didn't want to do it because I knew
Go
this was gonna
ahead.
happen.
do it. Let's
I knew this was
Go
gonna happen. Right?
ahead. Go
My
ahead.
thing is when I look at a girl like you and I compare it to like a girl like my girl, when we look at the shape, when we look at the beauty, when we look at all that, I don't consider you to be on that level. You know what I mean?
And that's fine because
So-
you have a different type.
But this is
if
why I wanted to
consider
ask them. This is why I wanted to ask them too, because it's
Okay.
not just about me.
I'll
not
go-
just
I'll
about
go-
me.
I'll go.
Now, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
For some reason, guys aren't going to want to hurt your feelings. That's why he's like, oh, well, baddie and beautiful is two different things. I'm asking
No,
you.
listen. My girl, same thing. She look
Like her, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Okay, now I'm glad you. I'm glad
my
you
girl
said.
ain't even black.
Okay,
My girl,
okay.
raw.
Okay,
You hear me?
okay.
I
I
ain't gonna lie
hear
to
you
you.
and I smell you. So
Yeah.
real quick,
I feel like him.
is she on your girlfriend's level? Is she on her level? Yes or no?
Who, her?
Yes or no? No, I'm talking about her right here.
No.
Okay.
Blow out the wind.
Okay, so she's not right.
Blow out the wind.
Okay, so blow her out the wings means
Out
she's
the
not.
wind.
Okay, so she's not on her level.
Whoosh. Nike
Yes.
check.
She's not on her level, correct?
No.
Okay, I'm just trying to translate your.
But you know, since we gonna
Yeah,
unfilter, we keep unfiltered.
I get it,
ain't gonna do
and I get it. We're not trying to be mean. Now,
you know.
is she on that level? Yes or no?
No, nowhere near.
Okay, is she on that level? Yes or no, Mike?
No.
But she the baddest thing at the table right now.
Hold on, you had your chance on me. Hold on. What about you? Is she on that level? Yes or
I'm
no?
gonna go ahead and say this is from my personal.
Yes,
My
yep.
personal. Okay, and
Correct.
I ain't sugarcoating. Anytime a girl's calling herself a baddie, I'm just turned off.
Okay.
Right? But
Right.
two, I'm not. Yeah, when I look at a lot of these Miami baddies or what people consider baddies, and I see what they're like. Oh, look, she got these big ass lips and everything fake.
Yes, but that's not what we're talking about. We're saying is
He's a
she
great politician. He was a
yes,
great
you'd
politician.
be a great politician. Is she on that level? Yes or no? Yes or no?
You gotta realize, okay, so
Is she on that level? Yes or no?
I'm in a relationship.
Go ahead. I'm
Is
not
she
gonna
on
get
that level?
offended.
Is
I'm
she
open
on
to
that-
whatever.
Is she on that level? Yes or no?
Vote for Chris 2024.
2024. Hey, thank you. Look. Hey, we gonna try and
Is
make it
she on
happen.
that level? Yes or
All
no?
right, yeah, I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna answer it the way I'm gonna answer it though, in the best way I can know how to describe possible, right? So with what I got, right? It's not necessarily what I have, right?
Chris, is she on that level?
You said
yes
you're not
or
gonna
no?
sugarcoat it, so go ahead.
No, I'm not.
Is
I'm
she
not-
on that level? Yes or no?
You're trying to give a politically.
She consider a baddie. I don't consider, but the thing
I'm gonna
is,
still vote for you, bro.
look, thank you. I think I appreciate.
I get a
But this is
room.
the thing. What are you saying? Baddie, a baddie.
So, come on, bro.
Is she as beautiful as what I got right now?
Is she as beautiful as the typical person that we would call a baddie? And you know what I'm talking about because you worked at one of the best clubs here in Miami. Is she on that level? Yes or no?
Not in my personal opinion.
Okay.
But this is what I'm gonna say.
Why did that take so long?
This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to go ahead and look. I'm trying to go ahead and speak it in the best way possible. I know because, in all honesty,
You don't want to hurt her feelings.
it's not necessarily a feeling thing, but it's just like when a lot of times people go ahead and try to speak. They try to speak into perspective. Like my girl could be completely different from what you look at your girl.
Mhm.
Like if I was like freaking, I used to work in Atlanta, right?
Mhm.
I see a lot of baddies walking in Atlanta, right?
Right.
They ain't gonna be everybody's cup of tea.
I understand that.
You know,
But the typical baddie that everyone here,
am I
we know
type?
as men,
I'm
we know
my
how we
type.
think.
I'm my type. I'm my
as,
type.
listen, I get that everybody has different
Fetish.
tastes. I get
Fetish.
that. But overall, if
He
like,
said-
hold on,
he said-
real quick.
he said
There's,
fetish.
hold on, there's 7 guys on the table, right? If we brought 100 girls on here, think about this for a second. There's 7 guys on the table. If we had 100 girls walk through this door right now, we would almost all think that the same ones are the baddies. It's just the way it is, guys. It's not rocket science. With that being said, is she on that league? Is she on that level? Yes or no?
I'm not gonna speak for personal. I'm speaking in general. No.
Okay, so in general,
Yeah,
and
no.
personally, yes or
Personal,
no? Okay, so
But-
personally in general, no. Is she on that level? Yes or no?
I would have to say no, but again, like what people consider baddies and like the beauty
Okay,
standard
but yes
in
or
like,
no?
other places is
Yes or
is
no?
so different.
Bro,
But
what's
again,
good with y'all?
Yeah, yes or no?
I ain't gonna lie, she
Yeah,
found
yes or
some
no?
money, bro.
Oh no, for sure. We're
She
not.
can make some money.
Listen, we're not.
What?
Listen, hold up, man.
Put on list crawler.
Yeah, hold on.
List crawler. Get a list crawler.
Okay, can I
Listen,
speak for myself?
Yes, we'll let
Can
you-
I speak for
Can I go
myself?
too? I haven't said anything.
Go ahead.
Now,
Go
here's the
ahead.
thing. So you said no. 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 You said no.
I see money though.
Okay, that's cool because everyone has the potential to make money, and that's weird, bro. Hold on. But my thing is this, and what I was trying to say is the reason why I didn't want to do this is because even though you are beautiful, and I'm not saying that you're not, I'm saying when I say the baddies, and I like, bro.
When you envision a Miami, like it's
Yes,
a supermodel.
like I
It's
see,
you know,
I see the
I
girls
know what
out
you guys
here.
mean.
I see the girls out here that are baddies that have the gay friends, and I'm not saying that you're not beautiful. I'm not saying that you are very beautiful, and I'll give you that. But I'm saying when I compare you to like the girls that I'm thinking are the baddies, you're not up there yet.
Okay, I'll go ahead and say this. Another thing, my girl is pretty dang fine. She don't got no gay friends. It's
Okay.
just look. It's just like I said, communities.
Yeah.
I stay
but
in
I'm
my
saying
community.
most women that are considered baddies are the ones with, like, I'm telling you, bro. Look, how old are you?
I'm 23.
Okay, I think
23.
I'm the oldest one on this table. I'm telling you, I've seen. How old are you?
I might be the oldest one.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, no, you're not the oldest. Okay, so with that being said, I'm saying that I've seen the baddies. The baddies are the ones with the gay friends. That's all I'm saying. That's from experience. That's what I'm saying, and I'm gonna stick to that. Okay. Any last questions, real quick, before you go, David?
I forgot he was on the line. What's up?
Okay,
Man?
I got one quick question for the female guest. Okay. If the gay guy was rich and was able to give you the lifestyle that you want, would you date him?
Besties
No,
forever.
because I would never respect him. Because I feel like men are born as a man, and if you're choosing to be with another man, then I can't respect that. So I would never. I don't care how much money you got. At the end of the day, money don't move me. Morals do, and I feel like men should be.
Then you're
men.
the exception.
So
What about you? Would you do it?
No, I feel the same way. I wouldn't.
What about you? Would you do it?
Never. We could be best friends.
Speak into the mic, please.
We could be best friends. But
That is pretty gay.
I think it's funny that and I've seen this situation before where like we're asked questions like this and we say no, but then the situation arises and we change our minds.
I can promise
mon-
you, I've been in
money
situations
speaks,
where
bro.
men have
Money
offered
talks.
me money to do shit, and I just don't because I know that I wouldn't make my mom proud. You know what I mean?
Maybe
I
they
wouldn't
just
make
didn't
my
offer
dad.
enough.
Huh?
Maybe they just didn't offer
Man,
enough.
I don't know. You never know.
I've
shit,
had
but
my brother here say I would do it.
I wouldn't do it.
My brother right here said he would do it.
Do what exactly?
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Look,
But you said for the right price.
Look, I think he was thinking honestly, but
I'm an emotional person,
Yeah.
so I don't even work like that. I don't work like that.
Him and Josh, him and Josh said they would do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wait,
bro.
what?
Eric
What are we talking about?
Josh said for the right
Run that shit. Run that shit. Run the question. Run the question.
Well, the right price better be high because, baby.
No, all right.
Everyone's talking for a second. Go ahead, Josh, explain what it was.
All right. So the other day, I don't know who it was. I think somebody asked some weird ass freaky shit. I think it was a guest. They were like, "Would you lift up a fat girl's like her blubber and lick under it for $100,000?" I said absolutely.
Yeah.
Basil said absolutely. Eric said no, that he has morals, and my morals are gone at that point. For $100K for 2 seconds, I'm licking that shit.
Us thicker girls, me personally, I keep my shit clean. So
Okay, no, but think of, what the point of that thing was that for the right amount, people will do things that they normally wouldn't do. That's what I'm saying. Now, Josh said for the right amount, he'll like.
Wait, Josh, would you do it for 10K?
Fuck yeah.
I would do it for 10K
Fuck yeah.
too.
Fuck yeah.
$50.
No, not
Ew.
$50.
I don't think that's
I don't gain nothing. I don't
I
gain
do.
nothing.
Yeah, no.
I say
Lick
no.
underneath them.
But you only said you though.
But if you know personally,
Ask the guys on the panel.
No,
Ask the guys on the panel.
my thing is, if you can be bought, then for the right price, you can do just about anything.
Hell yeah.
So,
That's
you know what I mean? And that's why I was like, listen, man,
Make a full.
I'm cool with it. Like, I'll keep my morals.
I'll be damned. I'll never suck dick in my life. You
Okay.
said I price right for anything? The fuck out of here. Hey, bro,
Listen,
you
man.
give me a billion.
so you would suck dick for $1 million?
I wouldn't.
Whoa.
I wouldn't.
You got that money.
Yeah, we standing on that.
So
We standing on that.
So you ain't gonna do it?
Nigga, hey, bro, mom, I'm sorry you dying too. Like, if someone really is like, bro, hey, to save your mom, you gotta suck dick. I'm like,
she
You're
did.
doing it.
She died.
no,
You're
nigga,
doing it.
No, nigga,
Eric's doing it.
I don't have a mom. I'm not doing it.
Nah, man, just your time to go,
I
man.
promise, mom.
It's your time to go.
Beautiful eulogy.
That's
Yeah,
like
sorry.
that's like the one positive I've had in life
Hey, look.
about not having a mother.
Look, and then
I would have to do it.
if your morals can be pushed with a price, then obviously they have morals, right? Same thing with a girl. Like, there is a lot of girls that will be offered large sums of money and won't do something. There's some that will.
Yeah.
It's not everybody, and it's not in concrete. Now, most I can't speak for. Most people are going to do anything for a piece of change because most girls have OnlyFans and they're going ahead and doing it on the pennies. So if I'm going to go ahead and speak for myself, would I do it? No, because you ain't going to make me do anything I originally wouldn't have done myself.
Okay.
So that's just what I want to
All
speak.
right, so you wouldn't do it for 100?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't do it for any. You could pay me $7K, $100K, $1 million, $2 million.
I wouldn't
At
do
the end
it.
of the day, when does Matthew McConaughey licking a freaking, and he's like, I did it for 100K though.
Yeah.
So
And my thing was like, if I did lick that blubber for 100K, it's not even so much about the 100K. It's like that person can always say, for 100K, I made him do this, and you can't own me like that, bro.
It's not. You can get rid of him for 20K.
it's not a matter.
And I would have for life.
It could be.
Now you're in jail for life.
30K. 30K.
It could be. Look. Okay, for a man of value, a true man of value, like right. Imagine going to Andrew Tate. Oh, Andrew Tate, we'll give you $100,000 to lick this girl's armpit or blubber or whatever it may be. He's gonna be like, no, because I know in the grand scheme of things, I know I could make that regardless by myself, doing something far greater than licking somebody's stuff. Look, you just in general, you can't buy me.
Okay.
No price can buy me.
With all that being said, Josh, would you still do it for 100K?
Fuck yeah.
Basil, would you do? Would you?
believe my question.
Would you do it for 100K? Yes or no?
Bro,
Yes or no?
of course.
You say yes.
Bro, I'm turning that 100 into a mil, bro. Like, I've done what I did so far at 20, bro. Imagine what I'm gonna do at 100K, bro.
Basil.
I got to. The logical thing is, someone says some shit, I'm like, nigga, I got more money than you.
Nah, But they have more dignity than you.
Girls with OnlyFans have more
But
money.
hold on. But I already had more money than before that.
Yeah.
I just did it again. To me, it's a smart
Yeah,
business move.
but you sacrifice
To
your
me, it's
dignity.
a smart business move.
You sacrifice your dignity, though.
But what about a guy that
What if he
says,
likes it?
a guy, you get $1 million
doing it.
opportunity, right? A bigger opportunity than just that 100K. And this guy's about to sign a deal with you. And he sees, damn, he's doing this. I ain't going to sign a deal with him no more because he's doing that. Because you got to realize there's far bigger opportunities than just that instant gratification of that instantaneous money.
Yes.
Even though you could flip it yourself, even though you could do a lot of stuff. Think about the long run. Who's
Okay,
gonna wanna
how
do
about
business
this?
with you?
Perfect example.
Easy come, easy go.
Kim Kardashian got rich off that sex tape.
Right.
But she's always going to be known for that
A
sex tape.
Yeah.
Right? Like, no
Sex
matter
tape.
what. Isn't she
Right.
now
I feel like it's
Okay.
up under the rug.
isn't she now like a
Is it?
billionaire?
Right.
But,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
her-
she's a billionaire. And her
reputation-
family is known for sexual exploitation.
think
of
about
black
that for
men.
a second. Think about that for a second. Like, it's just, to me, it's not worth it personally.
Wait,
but
damn, but like, I'm not gonna let no bitch record me. Like, I got like
You have to be
limitations
the
on
right-
like what
We
it
got
is.
scenario.
actually Dom sent in the chat. He said morals mean nothing when you looking like homeless Squidward asking for some spare change. Fuck them morals. 10K is 10K.
all right,
All right,
cool.
I guess if
Shout out to my boy.
really down in
Yeah.
the dumps, I
mean,
understand.
At the end of the day, if
I'm not
10K
down to
if 10K is big for somebody like that, I mean, of course, somebody of that level is going to go ahead and look at 10K like $1 million.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at $1 billion. All right, so you can go ahead and look at 10K all you want.
I'm
But
looking
at
at
the end of the day,
10K
that's,
like,
that's little money.
bro. But I'm looking at 10K like, bro. I know I can
You
make more money than
could, you
10K.
could, but it's the thing. Okay, so a girl asks you to do like a freaking sex video with her, right?
No, I wouldn't do
But
that.
okay, but it's at the same time. We're saying you're gonna go lick somebody's blubber. We didn't say that.
A guy can't pay me to do
Nobody
it.
can look at you while they do it. Nobody can record.
Yeah.
We're talking about that shit's in the open. Everybody knows you did that. Everybody knows at the end of the day that's what you're doing for money. And then you got like it's like people that go on a game show and you do crazy shit on that game show
True.
to try to get famous.
That's always out there.
You eating scorpions. You freaking letting freaking stuff touch you and all this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Are you going to do that to make your change? Like it's like
But that's not logical. If I did that, then
it's
if
not
I, if I
logical.
know
Is
it's
it-
gonna
but is
come
it-
out, then it's not
Is it
logical.
logical for your kids to go and watch their dad lick some blubber for some money?
No, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do it. Like if there's any possibility of that shit coming to public, I would not do it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Like a girl can make an
so that was
accusation.
it.
I
That
don't
was
know.
a teacher.
Off the rails.
Yeah, when you're children, like think about I think about how my kids will look at me.
Mhm.
What will my dad do that I'll set my standard
Yeah.
for life?
That's
All right?
my thing too.
But the thing is, I lead by a leader's perspective,
Yeah.
and I know that followers follow the leader. So a lot of times when you're out doing something, this is the same thing when you're working security and you're just goofing off, not doing your job. The other guy will see you not doing your job. He's like,
Yeah.
well, I guess I'm gonna relax now.
Yep.
And everybody relaxes. Security relaxes, and then all of a sudden somebody's popped off. Some girl does get touched. Why? Because nobody's been watching the floor. Nobody's been watching what's going on. So my thing is this: look, I just lead by example. I lead the way. I got a daughter. I got a daughter.
Yeah.
So when I talk about, I want my girl to have no bodies,
Yeah.
I want my daughter to marry her husband with no bodies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Do I want to see my daughter go ahead and sleep with 5, 6, 7 guys to discern? Oh, this is the guy I want. No. How are you gonna raise your daughter to go ahead and act and be for the rest of her life? Do you want to see your daughter go through all those trials and tribulations just to find the right one? And do you want her to go ahead and go through all that heartbreak, all that messed up shit, just to go ahead and no? I have a daughter. I'm teaching my daughter the right things to do. I'm keeping her safe by leading by example. Her mother leads by example. You don't go ahead and allow that stuff to go ahead and happen in the end of the day. And you got to go ahead and be about your shit. Just
Yeah.
because it's money does not mean money talks, right? Because the money may talk to you, I mean, guess it's your value because it's talking to you. But my value is unbuyable. You can't buy me because I am the value. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Vote for Chris 2024.
Yeah. Shout out to you,
2024.
Chris.
Hey, if you guys want to go ahead and vote, the vote ballots are up. The vote ballots are up.
Yeah.
Real quick, David, thank
So,
you so much for calling, brother. We appreciate it, man. Sorry
you,
for
thank
holding
you.
you on.
Before I go, I just wanted to give a quick explanation to my last question.
Mhm.
The reason why I asked this girl, the female guest, that question is because throughout history there have been women that married gay men that were of status
Has
and
happened.
wealth, and
Elton John.
since and they found ways to have children with those men. So that's why I asked that question.
Mm.
Did they get divorced frequently?
Well, usually
Almost
this
all,
happens
yeah. It never
in
worked out, bro.
countries where divorce was difficult, like in Asia, Africa, and pre-feminist Europe.
Yeah.
Okay.
David, thank you so much for calling, man. We appreciate that. Thank you, brother.
Later, David.
Thank you.
Okay, real quick, ladies, you've been kind of quiet. So real quick before we get out of here, I want to get your thoughts on the show and something that you may have learned today.
Well, I think this time I learned more about like
Baddies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I learned like I know I'm not the typical Miami baddie, because I'm not from Miami. You know, I grew up in a different culture, and I like what I like.
Where are you from?
I was born in Jamaica.
Okay, Jamaica. So there we go.
Shout out to Jamaica Queen.
Yeah.
Hot.
So obviously I'm young, so I'm gonna like what I like.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? But that's just it. That's like I don't have
Jamaica,
to be.
like
Montego Bay. What part are you from?
I'm from Portland. Kingston, Portland, Jamaica.
Jamaica Queens, bro. Jamaica Queens.
I knew
Okay. Shout out to Queens. What about you?
this nigga.
I had a great time. I was very good today. I was.
You
proud of
were.
myself.
Last time you came, you said you want to have sex with other men. That was wild. Okay.
Yo, what happened with that when you went home?
That's the first thing I asked her. You so stupid. You don't know I was stupid. Now I gotta go on there and show who I am, and I'm like, oh shit. I said yes, you do, because I be talking shit. But I had a good.
Wait.
experience.
Whoa.
First off, listen.
So you don't want to have sex with other men
No,
anymore?
I didn't say that. I just
Yeah,
said
you did.
like,
You
okay,
did.
listen. I didn't say I wanted to. We can run it back.
Josh.
I said
You want me to find it?
if a man cheats on his
Hold
girlfriend,
on.
cheat on him back. Because I was just being woman's, just
No,
throwing it
No,
out.
you said you want to sleep with other guys. That's what you said.
So that's what I was said. But
No.
anyways, this is a new podcast. We were very good,
There you
okay? And I just appreciate you guys.
Okay.
You were very intelligent.
thank you so
And I
much.
give you props,
Thank
and I
you.
really appreciated
thank
you
God.
because I did learn from you a lot.
Thank you.
When you have guys like him, it's so easy for people to learn from you, and people look up to men like that because you do have those morals.
Mhm.
And in today's society, where people don't have any morals at all, people like you stand out because you're old fashioned.
In his country too.
Old fashioned.
Isn't it crazy? Like the old fashioned things are looked at as like rare nowadays.
Yeah.
When in reality,
Yes.
like that's just what it should
No,
be.
Yeah.
I think it's about confidence. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of times I see guys stray from the principles because they're not confident in them.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of guys go off the, like when I was talking about something touchy, the abortion topic. Some guys will, well, I don't want to do that because they're so used to the feminist agenda and the feminist agenda, not talking about you girls, but talking about the group
You
mentality.
did fail at one thing tonight, though.
What was it? Was it?
You didn't want to rape. You
baddie?
didn't want to tell her the baddie.
Well, this is the thing. Well,
Like
this
you took
this is the
took
thing.
the long way home.
This is the thing.
He took us on a roller
Nice,
coaster.
I get it.
Back when I was like 14, 15, 16, that type, I would have been totally down because where I'm from, that's what's moving
Oh,
around.
I know, but that's
So-
all. That's all there is.
But so
Moving around.
so I'm saying this. As far as I've been around the world. I'm not even from this country. I'm surprisingly country, but believe it or not, I'm from Europe. I was born in Ireland. Right. I came over here. I became a citizen when I was 17. When I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
Right. So I've seen everything.
Yeah.
All right. I found everything attractive. I'm gonna be honest. I like when I was saying like, I've seen so much. Your baddie may not. I've seen more. So I'm like, if I've been in this country, I see girls, and I could say, oh wow, that girl's so beautiful. And I don't. And if it's the moment strikes,
Yeah.
the moment strikes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's my personal opinion. Now, what I look at now as what's attractive,
I want
just
to see
hold
what your girl looks like now.
on. Yeah, I gotta show you.
Yeah, I want to see what she looks like now. Yeah, I want to see. Okay, what about you? Thoughts on the show or something you learned today? Go ahead.
Show was very fun, very much fits the title, Unfiltered. And I learned that walking a girl to the bathroom in the club is a thing.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Well, in the club, obviously.
Just in general.
Talking about,
I think he was talking about in general.
Yeah, you were talking about in general.
I would
Yeah.
think I would say that
Totally.
walking your girl to the
Totally.
bathroom is actually kind of respectful, to be
important.
honest. Like it's like, damn, I care about you. That
Yep.
most guys don't think about it. And listen,
Amen.
I've thought about it. I've never done it, but I have thought about it. I'm like, yo, you know what? Instead of because I'll watch her go to the bathroom. Like I'll make sure nothing happens from here to the bathroom. But sometimes I'm like, you know what? I should have got up
You should have
because
got up.
on the way to the bathroom, there's like 10 tables
There's
of
6 guys. Look,
yes,
there's
they're
6 guys. Look, they're
you know
drinking
what
at
I
the
mean?
bar. They're checking out your girl. They're laughing. They say, poking.
Yeah.
So my thing is just like, look, at the end of the day, let's just be a man, be gentlemen. If you want to be old fashioned, you got to be old fashioned.
Yeah. Be old fashioned.
You gotta go ahead and you got to pull her chair out for her. You got to make sure you get her jacket. You got to be just old fashioned, because if you want an old fashioned woman to cook for you, to go ahead and provide for you, be that hold you down type of woman, you got to be that hold you down type of guy.
I agree.
100%. And that's just like, as men, I'm going to say, men, we need to step up.
The first time he rose the green flag.
Men, we need to step up as men and actually go ahead. We say we want all these baddies or yada, yada, yada. I personally just want a woman of value and morals, right? I don't care if you consider a baddie, because my baddie, I can guarantee my baddies may not be all everybody's baddie. You know what I mean? But when I pick a girl, I guarantee you, like even hey, look, even the girl I had a baby with, right? Woman of value, women of morals. Still to this day, still one of my ride or dies, right? So my thing is
about to be single.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm honest with my new partner about that.
Yeah.
So
what do you mean she's one of your ride or dies?
Talking about a ride or die is somebody that no matter what, once you have a baby with somebody, you have a baby with somebody. I'm gonna be honest. Are you gonna get with a girl that's already has a baby?
Well, it's hard. I've always tell men on this podcast not to do it.
Okay. So if you tell men not to do it, you probably wouldn't do it yourself.
I wouldn't, but I have.
Okay, you have. Okay. So it's like this. Look,
but I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay. And at the end of the day, we all got to go ahead and just stand on our values, stand on our morals. And when you have a baby with somebody, you create that soul tie. You not only to create that soul tie, you create a new soul. Right?
That's true.
So either way, that person is going to be in your life to the end of time. I'm going to take care of the person that had my baby.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I want to see our child see that. My father takes care of my mother.
I agree 100%.
And guess what? I don't care if we are not in a relationship right now or we working things out or stuff. You're the mother of my child. I'm going to treat you with the most respect. I'm going to give you everything you need. And I'm going to make sure no man ever comes in the picture that can provide more than me. When I tell people, like, I'm a tank, like with my baby mom, I took her to Disney, did all that. I got my girl and stuff. I'm talking to my girl, let her, hey, I'm going out here. My girl knows everything. She's cool with it. And I'm still taking my baby mama and our child to Disney World because that's just the family. You can't expect another woman to go ahead and say that's not a part of the family, right? That baby mama is always gonna be a part of your family.
Yeah, but is your girl going with you, or are you going alone with?
If the girl isn't there, she isn't there. I mean, she can't really help it. She has other things to do. I'm sorry. If you couldn't make the occasion, you couldn't make the occasion.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. What about you, brother? Thoughts on the show? Go ahead. Speaking to the mic.
I mean, I had a good time. You feel me? I enjoy, giving my thoughts and my thought process because I feel like, I have some good values, but they just differ from a lot of people. So it's like, I'm a man of principle, but it's just like my principles are different. So, I like to elaborate on that. And I like to also hear, other people's opinions. Like it was nice to hear, what I'm saying, Quan with the magic wand. And
appreciate that, fam.
Of course, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to hear somebody else's perspective. And hey,
yeah, Quan, you were super funny today, bro.
Nah, it ain't that. I just feel like by a certain age, everything Chris saying, I respect what he's saying. But certain shit, you should already know. How you don't know bitches cheat? How you don't know bitches finna go around me gonna ding around the corner? How you don't know that? How old you is?
I learned that in pre-K.
You supposed to know that shit, bro.
Okay.
You supposed to know that, bro. Y'all tripping.
All right,
you supposed to know already, bro.
So what you're saying is,
like, I ain't really learned nothing from him, basically, but I respect it.
Yeah,
basically. You smell that shit already.
You smell me. You smell.
I'm already 1K with it, bro. I understand everything he said.
Okay.
Yeah, keep going. I keep going on you, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Okay. What about you? Thoughts on the show for you?
That's you, Quan. He's asking you.
Yeah. My bad. That might go first, man. Mike, he ain't been saying too much. I don't want that. Go ahead, Mike.
Wait, what? What?
Mike,
what's
he
wants
me to answer first.
Mike, I said let him go ahead. Yeah,
Mike, go ahead, Mike.
What I learned from the show is that some women sleep with their gay best friend. I had never really had to think about that.
Yeah, that's
never
the
been
thing.
in the situation to think about that, but that's interesting.
But you never seen that one video? The guy was like, "Yo, come suck my dick," and then she was like, "Oh, really? Yeah, I'm gonna come do it."
What? I don't watch that.
You know what it is that
Where's
so that? Hold on.
Where
So here's the thing: is that women are very comfortable around gay men.
Right.
Like they're so think about it. Like women get naked in front of their gay guy friends.
Sensation.
Think about that for a second.
Word.
A woman is getting naked and feels comfortable to get naked in front of a gay guy friend. Come on, bro. Come on. Let's be honest.
I never had to think about it.
Let's be honest. Like at some point in time, imagine if they're both intoxicated. and she's getting naked in front of. Come on,
The
and then
sleepovers?
they're sleeping in the same bed.
Just never had to think
Yeah.
about
It happens, bro. It
Right.
happens.
I don't. I believe that. I just never had to think about that.
Okay.
Wow.
What about you, bro? That's on the show.
Thoughts on the show? I gotta thank Chris and Isaac for their morals, like to change like the perspective that I had. Like
Mhm.
I said, we all have perspective, but there's always somebody that could always change it,
Mhm.
whether you believe it or not. And I believe what they said. So, and I
What did they
honestly-
change you on?
about going out, like your girl going out in
Okay.
general.
What about what did Isaac teach you?
just agreeing with that? And
No,
hopping
Isaac
on
is
his
pro
back.
that actually. He's pro letting his
Yeah.
girl go out.
No,
No?
He didn't
No,
say that.
I remember
Isaac said 50-50. If I can't go out, my girl can't go out. I can go
Oh,
out.
that's right. He did
That's
say
what I'm
That
saying.
what he
I
said.
had to go with her type shit.
He got-
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
you agree with
Yeah.
that? Is what you're saying?
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I never like saw a perspective of that.
Yeah.
Now that
Do
I
you think
saw
men and
it,
women are the same?
Nah, women don't take
No.
accountability. That's what we
No.
should have talked about.
Okay.
Accountability.
women and men are completely different in their own ways. Like I actually see, like to be honest with you, if you're gonna ask me that questions, I see women as goddesses because they
Right.
bring life to this earth,
Right.
bro. Like, what could we do? Like, we just take in, the pregnancy pain that they go through and all that. But besides that, like, we
I don't
really
know, bro.
we
It's
bring
kinda crazy.
security and provide and things like that. But besides, like bringing a life to earth,
Right, but
like
she
there's
can't bring it
no
without you.
Yeah,
guaranteed.
that,
But
and
like,
we built the structure for them to give life. Like you were saying, like
You
this,
said
all the
okay.
buildings we're
Okay.
sitting in.
We
were
gave our
built by
rib. We
women.
gave the rib. How old are you, bro?
I'm 22. To be
22.
honest.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
I still got I still
honestly
got a lot to
22.
learn, bro. Like that's why I'm saying, like, I thank you for giving me a perspective of a new thing. Like,
speaking to the mic,
I
brother.
was
So,
surprised.
so I listen. I agree with you. Women are to a certain level. They should be exalted. They're goddesses. I get that, but you got to be careful with the way you say that.
Look, look,
and
oh,
do that. You know what I mean?
This is another thing I said on another podcast. Women treat your body like temples, just like you were saying. Yes, they're goddesses, but at the same time, the goddess lies within the temple. Right?
And that's what I'm saying.
And-
It's like just because she's able to give birth doesn't. But what if she's disrespecting herself? What if she's sleeping? Like you can't just sit here and say
guaranteed,
they're
bro.
goddesses. Period. Right?
Treat a woman based on
Because
her
a woman will
actions.
take that and just be like, oh yeah, he said we're goddesses. Period. Like that's all. And that's not the way that it is.
Yeah.
Real quick, man, we got some super chats real quick. My
go ahead,
boy
hit that
David
up.
Jones says, I consider Chris to be honest, high value man. He's honest and forthcoming regarding the dating market. Chris, if you ever are curious, hit me up.
He didn't say
All
that.
right.
He didn't
No,
he didn't say that.
Ooh.
He didn't say that last time.
Is that a guy or a female?
That was David.
That was David.
No,
The last part, I added it on.
you probably hear the country coming out of me. Hey, no, ain't no more. Man, just start playing.
All right, David, my bad. I added a little bit extra.
You added a whole fucking sentence.
For free. My boy Super Santiago, shout out to you, man. Much love to you, brother. We appreciate you so much, man. Listen, man, we appreciate you guys so much. Like I said, every single day. We wouldn't be nothing without you guys, man. He says, I'm late. I'm getting my bag. Unfiltered crew. I tried to tune in at least to the show and support. Blessings. How do I get on the show? Dude, that's super easy. You literally just
I already told him to message me to DM.
literally
me.
DM Josh, bro, me or Bezo. I'm not gonna lie to you right now. We're super busy with the yacht party. We have a crazy party coming up this weekend. Saturday, we already have basically 100 people in the chat. I'm anticipating a little bit more than that. At least within the next 2 days, we're gonna make the guest list tomorrow. So yeah, man, we appreciate you guys so much. If you want to come on the show, just hit Josh up, okay? Josh or Bezo or myself, and I'd be more than happy to help you out with that, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Real quick, thoughts on the show for you, and then we'll let Magic Wand finish. Go ahead.
I've been on podcasts before. I'm gonna say this is probably one of my favorite podcasts I've been on. Right? You know, we're all up front. We're all honest. As long as you're not willing to pull your shots and just keep to yourself, you know you're gonna have a fun time on this show.
Yes.
At the end of the day, it's all about speaking about who you are and giving that impression to everybody. 100%, 1,000% truth, rawness. And I think that's what people tune in for. So I'm gonna rate this a 10 out of 10. If I could rate it even higher, I'm gonna go ahead and rate it a little bit higher. I've enjoyed my every moment, as a guest, as somebody that's been able to have the honor and privilege to be able to be over with you guys. And have fun with you guys. I've enjoyed every moment. Every single one of you guys have brought something good to the table, and I think you guys have had value points this entire night. So I think every one of us was had some fun. So
yeah, man, I appreciate you coming too, man. And shout out to Bryce too, man. Bryce actually spoke to him before the show.
Bryce Brown and the Hoodie Gang.
Yeah,
we're the number one entertainment guys in the business, guys. If you ever need anybody, you know, Hoodie Gang is that crew.
Yeah, and by the way, every time Bryce comes on, he's always lit too, bro. Bryce
and I have been business partners since we were 15 years old, guys. I started my workout business when I was about 15 years old. I looked at Bryce, and Bryce looking at each other. He said, "You ever feel like we're gonna be famous one day?" I said, "Yeah, I feel that every day."
Yeah,
and then you know, we just started there. We were dressing up in suits, going to every single school event, and we were doing business. And I said, you know, I had my workout business, and he marketed me so greatly as a personal trainer. I became a celebrity personal trainer in Miami now.
Yeah.
So I've trained the very, very biggest names you could imagine. So the fact is, like, you know, it's the duo. Find somebody you can do business with, man.
Yeah.
Find somebody you can do business with. And only that, it doesn't have to be 3, 5, 6 different people. Find that one person that's on equal mindset of you, that you know you can make a business grow. You know, at the end of the day, we all looking for our soulmate. We need to look for our business mate too.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that's going to go ahead and make stuff bloom. At the end of the day, we all need our womb, but hey, we need a ride or die dude too. And I ain't taking on talking in the David sense. I'm talking more in the business sense. And I appreciate. By the way, shout out to David. I appreciate you bringing up good points. And
yeah.
No, that's not him. We have a soundbite. Just like him. Yeah.
I mean, that's just a soundbite.
But you know, overall, yeah, I would say that. Yeah. And shout out to the personal training. If you guys ever need personal training, you guys know I'm here. I'm here to be shouted out. Look, if you guys need anything from online programs to going ahead and getting in the best shape of your life in just 15 to 30 days, come on now, that's the freaking, you can't break that. Come on.
Yeah,
she's a great salesman.
Shout out to you, brother. Real quick, Magic Wand. Thoughts on the show? Go ahead.
Basically, I got to say, just stand on your morals. Each man got to search their own soul to find out what they want in his life. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I got to say. Y'all scream crocodile dead. Hey, what's your name? What's your sign?
Yeah, I'm a Sagittarius.
Oh, you a Sag? You a Sag?
I think I had a good time on the show.
Yeah. Yeah, after the show, he thinks you're a baddie.
We'll see.
Okay. Oh, she said, we'll see. Damn, bro, you just shot him down on live air. You could have waited till we got off the show. God damn. Okay.
That's not a decline.
Okay.
I'm just being nice about it.
Right. Okay.
Nobody cares, nigga.
I understand. They don't care. I understand.
No, with that being said, man. With that being said, man, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Chat. We love you guys so much. Panel, thank you for coming tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow night for the nighttime show.
Oh no.
I would have touched you with a fucking stick.